I'm so, my face is so big. Hey, we did it. Oh, thanks for the sub. The resub 4 months. We've really been doing this for 4 months.
No kidding, right? It's a long time.
Something's echoing.
4 months since you got, yeah, somebody's got the stream unmuted. But yeah, 4 months
Um,
since you got your
affiliate status.
affiliate, which was
Yeah,
I think took you a month or 5 weeks
it's
or
been a
something,
while,
right?
but
Whoa, 4 months, damn.
I know, right? Well, this is part 10 that we're going to be playing today, so
Yep.
plenty of stuff. I actually heard just the other day, Coffee was, which is a person in our Discord for anyone curious in the stream, had mentioned that they were going through the episodes, and they were on episode like 4, and just really enjoying
awesome.
listening to it, and was giving me feedback saying like, oh, this is fun, it's really exciting, the stuff that's going on, I'm enjoying it. So even though we don't have hundreds of people watching right now, I do feel like one day there's always a chance that people will go back and this stuff will be part of history in a sense. Anywho, welcome to the stream. This is part 10 of the Meridian Fall campaign, which I did say kind of already. I'll just allow our actors, our players, to introduce themselves. First, we have a character called May.
Hi, I'm Ezekiel, but I play May Galano Delph. I'm a young child of something age, I don't know, 20 something. I'm an elf, and I grew up in the little town that I think might still be nameless, but I'm just trying to kind of like figure out the world and travel around with these adventurers and see what's what.
Awesome. Next is Fjorn.
In Berk 5, I play Bjorn, the barbarian, who hasn't had a drink in quite a while.
That's true. You guys do have elven wine that you could during long rests maybe you could enjoy that. But it's true, you guys don't have a stockpile, so
Should have gotten
next town. Next is Oris. Would you like to? Maybe he stepped away. I'll come back. So next up is Zazimus.
Hello. I'm Falstar. I'm playing Zazimus Hornswallower.
Awesome. You're a human bard, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And coming back, Oris.
Sorry about that. I didn't want to leave a package on my front step there.
Oh, no.
I am Stop Shulking. I play Oris Slackenpar, a human monk. He doesn't like fighting or killing, but he will do to protect his allies. And he likes to learn about the pathways between worlds, which I think this episode will have some of. So
It might, yeah. I think that we'll get into that.
What's the name
So,
of the episode?
quick recap of what happened last Sunday. You guys came upon 2 to 3 green hags. It's possible you knew that the illusion was a third hag or not going into it. It was a very difficult fight, but luckily with the help of the Black Fang, you guys did not get TPK'd, and you managed to defeat them eventually. I was actually very impressed with the way you guys handled the hags that were on you guys, because it was still a very difficult fight, and you guys did very well. After a long, anyone goes back and watches that episode, a long like RP'd beginning section where they try to do a bunch of interesting things and search the hovel and be invisible. There was some good stuff going on. I really enjoyed that. But you managed to do it, and then at the back of the house, back of the hovel, was this rift to the Shadowfell, which the Black Fang lets you know that that's where Rim is, and then he refuses to go in. But because you're all hurt, you decide to take a long rest before journeying him forth, and the rift ends up closing very shortly, and you notice that there's like symbols on the ground and like a book nearby that explains once a day you can open that rift, but it will only be open for a short amount of time. Right before you guys take that long rest, there's some stuff that we're going to do with Zosimus, but I will give you guys one thing right before that begins, is when you guys were in the hovel, I don't know, you would have searched the hovel. I don't know if you wanted to sleep in there or not. That's completely on your love of hag decor. But you guys did find a few things, so I thought I would just give you that stuff in the meantime. So first things is, I don't know who you want to give this to. You found one healer's kit. A healer's kit is a cheap healing item. Basically, if the player uses it when they do try to do a medical save on someone that's downed, you just pass it automatically with 1 charge out of the 10 charges the kit has. So it's just a nice, surefire way that if someone has that medical kit, they can go and keep someone, stabilize somebody very easily. Another thing that you guys found, and these are a couple of custom items. So first you guys find a magical brick, and I called it magical brick, and it should be included. If you guys include homebrewed content, you should be able to add it to whoever inventory that wants this magical brick. Basically, the way the brick works is it's a 3-pound brick, and you can put it down, and it can take one of 3 forms of a wall. If you use your action, you can either have a 10-foot long waist-high wall that you can use for cover or whatever you want. You can do a 10 by 10 wall that just blocks something, or you can do a 5 wide that goes 20 up that's climbable. So it gives
damn, that's cool.
It gives you guys some flexibility on the battlefield if, as a DM, I forget to put stuff in the battlefield. You guys can still kind of create a more dynamic battlefield at will. It has some basic stats so that if it takes damage, or like, let's say you put it up and stop people from running at you, they'll eventually break it down pretty quickly, actually. And then it can't be changed. It'll be a brick again, and it can't be used until the next day. But if it isn't destroyed and you manually revert it, then you can just keep reusing it.
Oris, obviously.
Sure, and I mean, I was going to volunteer for the kit as well, since I have probably the most movement, so I could potentially get to someone and use it.
You were also downed in the last fight, though.
There is that. I do take a lot take so.
I was thinking I could. Yeah, I was thinking either the monk or myself.
You do have
I thought
Misty Step or whatever.
May usually doesn't try to go straight into combat anyways, and also I do have things like Misty Step, and I think I'm a little bit more maneuverable.
Stream is
is
squirrely right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you guys can kind of figure that one out. And lastly, I'm going to give you one last item. I'm not going to tell you what I called it, although I suppose you guys could find it. But I'm not going to immediately tell you what it does. You guys will have to figure it out slowly. But it's a pair of dice that, instead of numbers on them, have pictograms on them, have symbols. So on 4 of the sides, not on 4 of the sides, you have one side is a snake, another is a dragon, a lion, a crown, and 2 of them have skulls. So 2 out of the 6 are skulls, and you have a pair of them. And
it's the same for both dice.
It is the same for both dice, yeah. And eventually, you guys will figure. I'll give you the name of it, and you can go and look at it. I created the custom item, and it breaks down what each roll will give you, bad or good. But you know that they're magical, and they're going to do something when you roll them. We'll worry about that in roleplay, and it'll come out more organically. All this aside, I'm going to kind of give the floor to Zosimus for a minute, because you guys are about to take your long rest, and right as we cut out last time, he was walking off. So I don't know if you want to just explain your walking off a little bit, and then...
So So Zosimus walks off into the woods, kind of holding his side, kind of holding his head, kind of just going, that was a lot. I'm tired. This is a lot. But it goes off into the woods, and
Do you want to return after the long rest?
I'm gonna have my long rest in the woods. I'm gonna do some vocal exercises. I'm gonna do a water. I'm gonna do some vocal exercises to get my head straight. I'm going to practice doing makeup. I'm going to make a quick meal for myself with like rabbit or something, and I'm going to return in the morning probably, unless something odd happens in the middle of the night.
Sounds good. Does anyone else want to do anything weird during their long rests?
Do we see Zosimus leaving?
You do.
Okay. I mean, Oris will, mind his own business, but he will look at the other two to see if they want to go talk to him or anything.
I'll take note of it, but I don't know. May doesn't have a great relationship with Zosimus. I mean, now that she hates him, she's just like, okay, he's gonna wander into the woods. That's cool, I guess.
I think I'll have a small amount of the elven wine.
Well, that sounds good to me.
May thinks about it, but
Small amount to Fjorn is.
I'm gonna try it out. I want to try it out first. Make sure it's.
May asked if it tastes good.
It tastes wonderful.
Do you think
it's good wine.
Like I would like it, or
Sorry?
she's asking if she would like it.
You can try some.
Please make a constitution.
I'm trying to think if she would or not. She's like really curious, but she might be like, maybe not, because she wasn't really like allowed to at home. Yeah, she'll have some of it. She'll try a little bit. Do I have to make a con save?
No. You're okay. You can have a little sip and.
I'm trying to figure out if I should like roll to see if she likes it or not, because probably you wouldn't. But
I'll just do a roll here real quick and I'll let you know.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna. Yeah, you actually don't care for it. It tastes a little sweet at first, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is just like." And then like you start tasting the wineness of it, and you're like, "Ooh, I don't care for this."
Wow, how do you like that stuff?
Take a couple of big drinks, and then it tastes really good after that.
Oris will try some as well.
Later. I'll have some later.
Okay, well, I'm not going to roll for Oris, but I'm going to guess that you've had a little in your monastery experience.
Here and there, yeah.
So, yeah, as far as wine goes, it is a good quality wine. Elves make good wine, and you quite enjoy it.
It's good right before you go to sleep.
I know you guys were curious about the book to summon the rift. It's up to you guys if you want to take it with you. I'm not entirely sure if it'll come in handy down the road. You do know that it matches the symbols that are there and has something to do with the location. So you're not sure if it'll have any use elsewhere, but you can take it if you want. And it's not named. It's like a notes. It's like someone had created it, so it's not titled.
I think that we might have to take it through, right? Because because I don't know how to open the rift back up once we go through. I don't want to get stuck in the Shadowfell.
Yeah, to get back after maybe.
I feel like we should do that in the morning though, when everyone's here as Ozzy and stuff, because I kind of want to do some like tests. Like, can we go open it up and go through? Can we open it up from the other side and come back through, or?
Okay, sounds good. So we're basically going to call that the night then. The Black Fang. He lets you know that you guys fought well that day, and he respects you guys quite a bit more. Technically, you guys haven't earned the good title that would replace being called a mange whelp, but you notice that he goes the rest of the night without calling you guys that. So at the bare minimum, you've earned a bunch of respect from the Black Fang, even though two of you did come a little close, a little brush with death, and we saw May actually take her first hit of the campaign. All right, cool. So you guys rest up. You guys can all have all your hit points back, all your hit dice. I'm not going to give you half. You can just have them all back. It's fine. All your spell slots, everything. I'm trying to think if there's any magical items that you guys have that... I guess the brick is the only one so far that I've given you that recovers on dawn. Did I give you something else?
I don't think so.
You said the brick recovers, I guess, at dawn only if it's broken, right? If it's not broken,
exactly.
it's fine to use whatever, whenever.
I remember now. The other one was the owl skin. You get new spells. The spells are new.
Spells, right.
That's right. Not that he used them anyways. Unless he's doing speak with animals right now.
He's just chatting it up.
He found a werebear and he's just making friends.
He's talking to the owls.
Okay, cool. So that's the end of the... You guys sleep through the night. I'll give you guys a quick roll here. But yeah, I mean, you guys have been through enough. Let's get on with the real campaign and not...
I was gonna say I can put the brick wall like between the house and us, so that it's like the 5 by, I guess the 10-foot long waist high wall, and then we're just sleeping, so we're kind of covered in between it. So
that's a good use for it. I mean, I think it's a fun item that doesn't break anything, but it gives you guys some play. So I think it's a fun one.
I'll cast alarm like normal, like
a ritual alarm, just so that...
Yeah, just a big line around our camp.
Yeah, sweet. Well, nothing crazy happens, even though you are like hanging out in a hag's.
Sawzy walks back through. It goes off. Ah!
So yeah, you guys wake up in the morning, except for May and the Black Fang. You guys just kind of unmeditate. Yeah, so once you guys do that, I'm going to give this back to Falstar for a sec. Somebody walks out of the woods.
Is that Zazie?
Yeah, I can get rid of the other.
Wait, is it the Black Fang or?
That's, well, I believe we'll hear from the horse's mouth.
Hello. Oh, hello. My name is Blanford. I just came across this awful person, and I just was wondering if you were the people he was with. And I just...
What?
So you see this person come out of the woods, and kind of the same height and build as Zazimus, but does not look like the same person. And I'm gonna let him describe what he looks like, and he's announced himself as Blanford.
My name is Blanford Knitfable.
What do you look like?
Do you want to describe your appearance to the party?
Hold on, I have to get my description up. It's somewhere.
But I can't say Zazie. I have to say Blanfy now.
It's up to you what you decide to call this fella.
I think we should just keep calling him Zosimus. See what happens.
We're just waiting for...
I've got, my hair is, purple with red undertones that's braided in the back. I've got, chin strap beard. I'm walking differently. I'm not skulking. I've got kind of like a peacock walk. I'm a much smoother, tighter skin. Slightly different skin tone. It's hard to put your uh, finger on why or how. It's like maybe it's like an undertone difference. You're not sure. Like a couple shades off of skin tone.
Okay, I guess somebody roll like insight.
And also the wearing the same clothes, but they're just covered in blood.
I guess I'm just gonna roll investigation.
Or insight, yeah. If you can roll insight, May, and if Blanford, if you could whisper roll me deception, or
Hold on.
or the other one.
You can
Not
there's
deception.
the GM roll function in Roll20 that just shows the DM and yourself.
Not performance. Persuasion. Yeah, sorry. You can do persuasion if you want, or deception, whichever you choose.
They're the same for me.
Yeah, but which one you choose will determine what kind of information I'm giving out. So.
So I have to roll insight. I guess I was kind of, since insight's probably not going to be good. I was more just like trying to see through the disguise, but I'll do insight.
So you actually go up and like kind of like shake his hand, like try to get close and like investigate him.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. She might think it could be makeup and stuff, but there's also like spells and things like
Okay.
what's it?
Disguise.
You can do that. You can do that then. Yeah. Roll me an investigation, and I'll take into consideration your passive as well.
Hold on, I need to figure out how to do a whisper roll.
That's okay. Take your time while we're doing May's stuff. Yeah. Okay. So you're aware that this is this has been done with. I don't want to say the wrong thing here because we are stepping on like, character information. It's not magical. Oh wow. Okay. I'm just gonna give you a quick message instead of saying it on.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't realize the first one rolled. Okay, 18's fine. I didn't realize it rolled. I didn't hear it.
That's okay. All right. I'm gonna give you a little info. I may have spelled the name wrong there, but it's still going to give you enough information.
I'm gonna say persuasion. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to say. That'll be part of the DM only roll.
Or deception. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do the one or the other. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I'll know which one you've chosen when the roll comes up. You don't have to say.
I don't know. It's so hard to decide for this one. It's so hard.
Feel free
to
decide. Roll a 50-50 beforehand if you want. So did.
Okay.
I told it to do. Did anyone else get that number?
I mean.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that went through because my bot saw it.
Well,
we can ignore it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I told it to whisper it.
It's all right. I gave May the information she needed, and I think you guys can continue to roleplay this how you'd like.
So. I guess should I roll the insight now for the persuasion part?
I kind of included it already, if that's all right. I gave you some of that information as well, which was the second half of that statement.
Right. Hi there, Mr. Blanford.
And what's your name?
It's May.
May?
May
That's
Galanadel.
nice. Galanadel? That's real nice. Where are you from?
I'm an elf. I'm from I don't know them a village, the village that we came from.
Yeah, we'll name it later.
You're an elf. That's amazing. Do you have anything you can tell me about elves? I don't know already. I don't know.
Um, maybe. He's just gonna look helplessly at the other two, like I don't know where to go with
Yeah.
this.
Do either of you want to chime in on this, or
Oris is just very confused.
understandable?
Yeah, I'm just like thinking I had too much wine.
You notice the Black Fang seems disinterested. He just accepts you into the party, Blanford, and doesn't really pay any mind to what's this whole thing.
Yeah. Zazafel had some words to say that were just untrue and so unkind, and we just got into it. And he did not have anything to back it up, and I just whooped his ass so hard, and I got all his shit. So apparently he's he needs someone to. He was looking out for y'all, so I guess I've got to do that now. Oh well, guess you're stuck with me, I guess.
Totally. I'm gonna back over to the other guy. No, I don't.
Should we
Really?
kill him?
I don't. He just seems like he's insane. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't have that many I mean, you know, Zazie was a little bit irritating and have I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, you guys know this is Zazie, right? This is definitely
yeah, kind of trying to figure this out.
He's like got a bunch of makeup on, but this is for sure Zazie. Yeah.
Oris has never seen anything like this before, so he's kind of
You wanted to
at a
see
loss
other
for
worlds
words.
and other planes? Well, this is not that.
It's other people.
Okay, unless you guys have anything more you want to do with this.
I think we can just keep going, and if we need to, we will.
Yeah, if we need to, we'll kill him.
Yeah.
If he's not a hindrance, I don't see why he can't follow. But someone should go look in the trees to see where Zosimus was.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the book.
I'll go down.
Yeah, okay.
I'll-
If you can throw me an Arcana for the book while Fjorn goes. Fjorn, you're gonna go to kind of.
I'm gonna look at the trees.
Yeah. You can give me an investigation.
Me?
No, Fjorn.
Oh. Okay.
Ah.
No.
You don't find any body. You don't find necessarily any evidence of a struggle. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's just mostly trees. You're having trouble seeing the forest from the trees at this point. But May, you take that book and you just like scour it. You understand every bit of it. You notice that some of it is written in a language you may not be familiar with, which is
I do.
sorry, I'm gonna say the wrong one, aren't I?
Abyssal or Infernal?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong one. I'm going with Abyssal just because I feel like it. And if I'm
Abyssal's
wrong,
like demons and stuff. I don't think I know that any of those ones though.
Oris has both of those.
Oh really?
Abyssal, Common, Infernal, Primordial.
Awesome. I've also got Primordial. Well, I guess if you want to look at the book at all.
cool. Okay, so I'm going to just assume that you help, and you guys kind of decipher the few passages that May didn't even know. She was kind of getting it from context, but now with you helping, you guys are able to really easily discern everything that's written there. And from your understanding of this thing is that it opens a rift to the Shadowfell for 3 minutes. It'll only do it once a day, only in this spot, and you cannot use it to get back. So whatever you do on the other side will have to be done quickly.
Sorry, how long did you say?
3 minutes.
Okay. This seems like a really bad idea. Does it have any information about if somebody stands inside of the rift? Is it not able to close?
Like on the edge.
What will
Yeah, like,
happen if you're in the rift when it
Yeah,
when
like
it
you
closes?
hold it open.
You know that the rift is kind of this weird halfway existence between planes, and you can't physically stand in it. You'll be on one side or the other.
It like pushes you through.
Yeah, you're like you won't be able to mentally discern where a midpoint is. You'll find that you're on one side or the other no matter what you do. You can't find that like beveling middle point.
What if we take a rope and we throw half of it through?
I assume it would either vanish entirely or be cut down.
Just get cut in
middle
half.
somewhere.
Yeah, the book does not actually. It's strange that the hags did not document this idea, but it is something you guys are definitely allowed to do, and the DM will have to figure out what happens.
Yeah, and Oris is definitely curious about these things too. So,
It's not
Also,
big enough for
Oris.
you to put a brick wall between you.
May really wants to learn more languages. If you'd be interested in like teaching these really dark, evil languages to her.
sure, Oris would be happy to teach, pass on any knowledge he's learned.
Well, then,
Sure,
are
really
you gonna ask for Sylvan in return?
Sure, yeah, we'll trade language lessons
Okay.
on our travels.
I'll keep that in mind, and during your downtimes and your whatever, if you guys let me know that you're doing that, eventually I'll let you guys know when you've successfully taught each other the languages.
Yeah, I need something to do during my extra 4 hours while you guys are all sleeping. So.
Well, you could have been looking at these dice, but you chose.
Oh, can we? I thought you were meaning like we were gonna have to actually use them. I can do it later, but I thought it was something like, oh, like through use you'll figure out what they do.
Yeah, I mean a bit of that as well. But I mean, if you're curious about it, the more curious you are about something, the more you're gonna find out about it.
I'm gonna get cursed someday, aren't I?
Is that day today? We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So is Fjorn back from his investigation to tell us what he found?
Sure.
I didn't see anything. Everything looked clean. Of course, it was kind of dense, and I really couldn't see a whole lot. So,
Hey, Mr. Blandford.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna snap and press to digitate the blood off of Blandford's clothes.
Thank you. That's mighty nice of you.
It is the
yeah,
same
no problem.
owl skin that Ozzy was wearing.
It's clearly the same. Oh.
I
yeah.
told you I took everything he was wearing.
Yeah, so he's just naked running through the forest.
I don't think he's running.
He did
What does
say
that
he killed him. That was his story.
Wait,
Or-
he said he killed him?
Yeah, in a fight or something. Yeah.
said he beat him. I didn't hear the kill part, but
I didn't realize he murdered. I thought there was like I don't know.
Well, sorry. I must have don't. If he said beating, then that's what he said. I'm not trying to give more information than. I'm not making up the story here. This is.
I don't know if we really care.
I-
Anyway. It's pretty obvious this is him.
Yeah, I think Oris just goes and just pats him on the back and says, "Welcome to the group."
Whoever gets you through the
Where's
game, right?
where's his name again? Blandford. Welcome to the group, Blandford, with a big smile.
Right.
I
Did
guess
we
you
ever-
would say I'm Oris as well. Sorry.
Did we ever check inside of the hovel or whatever for any signs of
Oh,
Rim?
yeah. So I was supposed to actually say that. That was one more thing I was supposed to give you when you guys tore apart the hovel.
Oh, okay.
You did find his belongings. Um,
His blanket. He never goes anywhere without this.
you found he has like adventuring gear. You notice that he
Oh, okay.
also had some like basic supplies that an adventurer would have, like torches, hemp rope, that kind of stuff. In his
Oh,
supply
maybe
pack.
Rim was cooler than I thought. All right. I guess I'll just grab his. Does he have anything interesting like beyond just regular adventuring gear?
It's just adventure. It's just we'll just say adventuring. Rim's personal belongings. You don't personally sift through everything out of
It's
respect.
like he has it embroidered on the backpack, like Rim's personal belongings.
Yeah, no. You look through it and has like a whole bunch of pictures of May for some reason, and you're really concerned.
Wait, seriously?
No. I'm just...
Oh God. Okay. Like, oh no.
The eyes are xed out, and you're like, oh well.
Oh no. Did I cause him to leave?
Yeah, I was supposed to give you that at the beginning, and I've just had one too many items that I was giving you guys, and I kind of
Yeah.
forgot
That's
about
cool.
it.
Okay. So, well, I guess we have. This is for sure that he's probably around this area.
Yeah. I mean, unless you don't trust the Black Fang, the Black Fang has told you that if you go through
Right, that's
into
true.
the Shadowfell, you will find Rim. He assures you quickly as well.
So I guess I will ask him too. About the whole. Okay, we can only open this thing for 3 minutes. What is? Does he have like any? Do you have any kind of suggestion for how we could either prolong this time or make the best use of it?
Can you give me a persuasion real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you don't. I mean, we'll just see how forthcoming he is with his information.
I mean, hopefully. Oh, I guess I'm not.
He's just gonna let you know that sometimes the Shadowfell is a strange place, and maybe you have more time than you think you do.
Let's
Oh,
say
can I
it
do a
only,
history?
only opens from the inside, right? Or I mean, from the outside. What if we left the book with somebody out here and had him open it again? We could stay
Yeah.
in as long as.
Well, in another
Could do
day. It takes you have to do it once a day.
It would be once a day. Fjorn, you personally, having a little bit of experience with the Shadowfell, I mean, you made that suggestion, but you are aware that staying in the Shadowfell for prolonged periods of time can be detrimental.
Can I?
It won't kill you, but it's not healthy for people who aren't used to it to just be in it for like days at a time.
Can I roll history maybe or arcana or something on? Because I think I might not know this about the Shadowfell, but I know some about the Feywild,
Feywild.
and
Yeah.
I'm curious because as a player I know, but as a character I might not.
Sure, go ahead. You can roll history to see if your parents, how forthcoming they were with information about these two planes of existence. Sure. Yeah.
Ooh.
As soon as the Black Fang mentions that to you, it comes back to you. You're like, oh, right. You know that time flows differently in the Feywild and the Shadowfell, and not always the same at each time you encounter it. So you can expect that when you enter the Shadowfell, it will... You don't actually know exactly the effect. You know that sometimes time can move quicker, sometimes time can move slower. But you did notice the Black Fang feels confident that you will have more time than 3. How he knows that, you're not quite sure.
So
And how much
book
more time you aren't sure either.
the book can't open the portal from the other side.
No, we can also only do it once a day anyways.
Yeah, so I just like we might have to. It might be just smarter to leave somebody here.
The Black Fang lets you know that he's not going.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can stay here.
Can he open it?
cast a spell?
Yeah.
He just snickers a little and lets you come to your own conclusions on his abilities.
So no.
So I guess he can't do it. I guess we'll have to find somebody else.
You know
then.
he can cast spells. You've seen it in combat.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to be so cocky about it, Mr. Blackfang, sir.
He just smiles at you.
So does anybody want a less self-assured person to maybe be holding the book?
That's up to you guys. You could leave Blanford behind. I'm sure he will stably hold that book for you.
Yeah, don't think we trust him that much yet. Don't know anything about him, so.
I mean,
But Oris would volunteer to go in and then see if the portal is reopened, if he can come back out after. But did you say we have to wait a whole day to open the thing again?
yeah.
So what you can do is you could open it. You could step in and come back, and try to gauge how much time has passed for each person.
Right, but if
it's
it
going to burn
changes-
away some of your time. But if you'd like to do that, you can. Like, Oris could go in and count to 5 and come out, while May is standing outside counting to 5, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I counted to 20, or I counted to 50, waiting for you." Then you'll know the time difference. But you'll burn some of your rift time doing that.
I mean, I guess it
Oh,
doesn't
man.
matter. I guess it might matter if we wait a day though, because there's a kid that could be kidnapped. So
I'll go in.
yeah.
Oris thinks the group should just all go and hope the Black Fang can open it for us, I guess, the next day.
He
I guess we'll-
will.
Or we'll find
if
it.
for
Or
some reason you don't come back in a day, he'll try again. But he'll only do it once. And then
which would be
and
fine. 'cause
assume
we
you're
own
dead
money.
after that.
Well, or
So-
we'll find another way out once we're in. That's what Oris figures. You know, there's a way to get in. There's probably another way to get out, anyways. If we can't open it from the inside.
I guess let's just go through. Let's see what happens.
You guys live in the Shadowfell now. Like, it's obviously.
Awesome. I mean, at a certain point, if I'll be able to class plane shift, at like 15th level or something. Kill a lot of monsters.
We'll just walk around grinding on random encounters.
Yeah, we'll just destroy every evil in the Shadowfell and then come back conquerors. All right, let's do it.
You don't have to defeat the Mazgate if everything that's dangerous in both the Feywild and the Shadowfell are dead.
That's true.
It's just making portals to your summer cottage. Like, who cares?
Exactly. That's brilliant. I have an idea, guys. No. Okay, let's go.
Well, I mean, Fjorn, Blanford, you have any thoughts?
I'm going to tell them that my experience with it staying very long is not a good idea.
What's very long?
Well, hours is not. It weighs on you very heavily. It's kind of a depressing place.
Oh, I forgot to double check my spells that I prepared this morning. But yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna double check I pick better spells for a shadow adventure.
Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of grab this bull by the horns here. May, with a little help from Oris, as she has to speak a couple of abyssal words, manages to do the basic incantation, and the rift opens, and you guys immediately pounce on it to try to get as much time out of it as possible. So you guys, it's like this shimmering split in reality, and as you guys walk through it, it's a very similar world on the other side, but everything is gray and black washed, just like black and white, very drab colors. The sun is like it's just like a white, and the sky is like a gray. And yeah, Shadowfell isn't a very kind, beautiful place. It's kind of dark in that sense. But you come through, as you each, step through. You're standing on the other side, and you see the rift is still there, and you immediately feel this like weight on your bodies and on your minds as well that the Shadowfell imposes on you guys, and it isn't causing any negative effects to like your stats or anything at the moment, but you do feel the Shadowfell on you. And around you, you see a very similar world that you just were in the material plane. You see another hovel. You see, another table set up. The chairs are like smashed in different ways. There's still like a couple of trees that are growing, but they're like kind of more dead in nature. It's a very similar area, and given the amount of time you have in the Shadowfell, maybe exploring isn't your best bet, but I'll leave it up to you guys. And don't worry, I'll keep track of the time reasonably. It's not a literal 3 minutes.
Oris will go to the hovel, I guess, to look. Maybe blindly, he might walk into some more hags on this side or something, but he wants to find Rim, and he doesn't like the feeling of the place.
What is the lighting here? Is it like all dim or?
It's day.
Oh, okay.
You guys can still see normally.
The colors suck, but the visibility's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not darker. It's just gray. It's just like gray washed. There's still like day and night. Like I said, there's a sun. You're used to it being like a yellow or like a blue sky, and it's not. And then the light still, you can still see as you did in the material world. Oris goes around and he sees that the hovel door is unlocked. But you hear, actually throw me perception. Just a real quick perception check. Yeah, you hear there's some movement inside. You don't know what of. Could be Rim.
Okay.
Could be something else.
I'll pull out my staff just in one hand before I open the door.
Okay, excellent. I'm assuming everybody else is kind of coming around with you?
Yeah, I'll come up too. I'm ready to fight if need be.
Okay. So as soon as you open the door and you move into this hovel, it's kind of similarly decored, except darker. And as the door opens and the light comes in, you see 2 cages, each with Rim in it. And the cage on the left turns to you and says, "Oh, you've come to save me!" And then the caged Rim on the right turns to you and says, "What? No, they've come to save me!"
I'm just gonna immediately step forward and be like, "What's my name?"
They.
Ooh.
Nice.
Give me a second to see.
Make them whisper it.
Okay, so they both say it at the same time, but you notice the left one says it slightly sooner. You don't know if that means... You don't know if that's a tell that it was the actual Rim, or if it's...
I guess, can I roll insight?
You can.
I don't know if that's actually gonna help, though.
Yeah.
Is there like an equivalent detect magic type thing? Like, I think that's a path.
I got a 10. I can cast
detect magic is a spell. Yeah, you could do that as
well. Oh, it's a spell. Okay, I don't have that then. I thought it was
insight.
a
Yeah,
skill.
you're having trouble determining which Rim is which. And now they're both like, you have to save me, please. And the other one's like, no. And you notice both Rims. Sorry to cut you off. I just want to say both Rims are looking very, very worn. Like you can tell that it's been days, and not only have they been suffering in the Shadowfell, they look like way famished in comparison to what a few days of not eating might do to a person.
How far apart are they?
The room. So I don't know, 20 feet.
Oh, and we move them together.
They are caged, so you'd have to. I mean, sure.
Can we push the cages at all, or do we have to let them out?
Are any of the cages unlocked? Are either of them unlocked?
They are. well, okay. So you'll have to do an investigation to check that. So go ahead, Oris. Your investigation. Ooh, okay. So you're investigating both cages. You notice that they're both locked, and neither rim reacts to you in a negative way. But something you notice is that the rim on the right is okay. So in the cages, you notice that there is like a water dish, and the rim on the right has water in his dish, and the rim on the left has a bone dry dish. Also, the rim on the right, you notice, is somewhat perspiring. I don't know if I'm giving you guys any actual hints here, but it's
Honestly,
possible.
no, but that makes it better because it's so confusing.
No, this is really unhelpful.
Let's I think Zazie Blanford is has a good idea, but we do just need to get them together.
Okay.
Honestly, we don't even need to get them together, right? You can just cast it on one of them.
What are you
No,
casting?
they need to be within 15 feet of each other so I can deal with both.
Right, but we only need to really know if one of them is telling the truth or lying, right?
Yeah, you ask one if the other's lying, and then.
No, I mean, if we cast it, the spell that I know of, it they have to.
But I don't know. But
feel it on
here's the
purpose.
thing: they could both be lying. They could both be a different monster. They could one could be a doppelganger, and the other could be a vampire. They could
Yeah,
both
that
be.
seems unlikely. But
I'm just gonna let you guys know. About 1 minute now has passed. You don't know how much of that translates to material world time, though.
Can we
Okay,
just? Can we just?
Zone of Truth
Oh,
on the one who is has a bone dry. The one who still has water in his cage. I'm going to put like the one who has water in his bowl. I'm going to put cast Zone of Truth on.
Okay.
Do you want to send
so
that?
that rim must tell the truth? Or wait, is there a roll for that?
They
Charisma
can
13.
feel it,
Charisma 13.
Okay.
but they can fail it if they want. So we should tell him to fail it so we know he's telling the truth.
Okay.
So basically, if he tries to go against it, then we know.
Okay. So, well, okay. So you have to announce. Take some time to
Fail this
explain. We're
if
gonna
you're-
cast Zone of Truth. Don't fight it, or we'll know immediately. And then you cast it on the rim who is sweating. Okay.
Yeah,
The
the
spell
one
has
who- the one who-
succeeded.
The
What
one
would
who
you
has
like to do?
the one who has water in it to
Yeah.
drink.
The one that was perspiring and has water to drink. Yes.
Did they succeed or fail on the throw?
Are you listening to see if I roll a die?
Hmm?
They allow the spell to succeed.
Okay.
They allow it to? Oh, okay.
Okay.
can we just carry these two cages back through the rift?
That
Possibly.
seems a little hard.
Possibly. I mean,
I
there'll be
think-
a strength/athletics check, but one of you is very good at that.
I
Two
think
of
I
us
could
can
handle
grab
that.
one cage. Fiorin can get the other one.
I mean, it would be too.
I need your help with interrogations.
Okay.
I need your help with interrogations. This is really your thing. I don't know what to ask.
Are you actually Rim?
Yes, I'm Rim. Please save me.
Are you in disguise somehow?
In disguise?
That's
Don't
not
you
the
been
know me,
enchanted?
May?
Have you been
We
enchanted
played
or cursed?
together.
Have you been enchanted or cursed or otherwise altered in any way? Have you
He-
been given?
He pauses for a moment and he's racking his brain. I've been here so long. I don't know.
Who's the
Why hasn't he
person, the
drank the
other one?
water? Why hasn't he drank the water in his bowl? Ask him that. Or I guess Oris can ask him.
Or I was gonna ask.
he just like he's like he just starts like drinking it. He's like, "Is that good? Can you save me now?"
Who's the other rim?
I, I don't know. And the other Rim says, "I am Rim. Why are you wasting your time?"
I'm going to go over there and cast Zone of Truth on the other rim.
Okay.
What is your name?
You're gonna use the second spell. Okay.
Yes, I feel very weird about this. What is your name? Pass.
Did they pass or fail?
The spell fails.
You're not Rim. We're leaving you here. Bye. We'll be leaving you here. Bye. And I just
Yes, we
Here's the
unlock
True
the other
Blanford.
cage. Can we unlock the other cage?
Sure.
Fjorns are lockpicking one.
Yeah,
the one with real Rim, not the one with.
the first one.
I mean, we
one.
probably need the experience, and we just had a long rest. So
kill them both.
we
Well,
gotta
we
get
don't
May
really know. I'm
May to grind up to
expecting it to
15,
break
right?
out and start attacking us or something. So, anyways, do we need to pick the lock or what?
What are we gonna do?
Or you could force it. You tell me what you want to do.
I can try to. I can
It's
pick
not
the
like a
lock
latch,
if you
we
want.
can-
Okay. It's been about a minute and a half now. I'm just letting you guys know.
Yeah, pick it.
Alright, I'm gonna go up, I guess, and pick the lock.
I don't believe you're proficient,
While they are doing that, I'm just going to.
but you can do it. It'll just be. How does that work? I guess it's just a dex. Yeah, it'll be dex without any proficiency, so it'll just be your dex roll.
While they're busy doing that, I'm just going to cast Vicious Mockery over and over again against the one in the cage.
They're
Why
both
isn't
in
it
a
roll?
cage. You mean the one that
We're not letting go.
resisted the zone of truth?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you cast
So cast
vicious
it over and over
mockery.
again against
What do
him.
you? Sure, you can cast vicious mockery. What does it need to?
This is
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save 13.
Like, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it.
Too much.
You fiddle with it. You fiddle with the lock. It makes the save.
It still takes damage.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it
Not from a cantrip, no.
but you're right.
So it takes you a little bit of time to get this lock. We'll do another. We can say 6 seconds have passed. We can do a vicious mockery again. 13 passes again.
Also, if you're maybe I'll just I'll learn the knock spell next time.
I'll give you a third vicious mockery. Yeah, passes it again. So it's 3 times now that your vicious mockery. You've said things to this rim, and it hasn't done any damage.
Why don't I just pick up the cage and carry it out? We can worry about how to unlock it there.
Agreed.
I was about to give it to you. You feel the last tumbler about to go, and you give up.
Keep doing it. It's fine. Actually, now that I think about it, while he's doing that, I will run outside and take a peek at the rift.
Sure. Okay, so you run
Still
outside, and the rift is still there, and it's closing in on the 2-minute mark at this point. Again, it's 2 minutes in the Shadowfell. You don't know what that translates to in the material world.
I'm going to grab a scrap of paper and write 2 minutes in, and then just toss it through and run back inside.
Okay. So while you're doing that,
It's a paper airplane.
I'm gonna have everybody else roll initiative.
I quickly invent the paper airplane and then come back inside. Initiative, me too, or
That's a number.
No, you're not there yet. Give me a
Okay.
sec.
It's literally
While
a
you're
number.
away, while the cat's away, the mouse will play.
she's scared of me. That's why she was the hag or whatever the hell this thing is was waiting. If this is really a hag, I'm really curious actually, because that would be weird if it was a hag.
Well, they did this already once before.
I'm gonna
but-
make,
Well,
Yeah,
I just wanted to make this clear. You guys experienced the green hag from there when it was pretending to be a woman.
Mhm.
It was discernible under scrutiny, whereas this one wasn't. So that gives you a small indication that maybe this is not the exact same.
Maybe they split him into two, and there's actually just two rims now.
I did have that thought that somehow there's like some
That was my
soul
thought too.
splitting
But
thing.
this is
So Fjorn?
We have to shove both of them back through the rift together, and he'll be rejoined into himself.
Blanford, Oris.
So one of them looks like a shadow.
And then I'm gonna just put you. I'm gonna give you 6 seconds. The first round of combat, May, you will not be in it, and the second round of combat, you can enter at the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, so to explain what is happening, as you know, it looks like things are about to progress and Rim might finally be set free. The rim on the left just starts growing and shatters through the cage, and you are staring at as the green hags that you had encountered before had kind of a green skin and billowy long like white hair, and they were ugly. This creature also looks humanoid, has kind of purpley skin, has braided black locks, and is also very ugly. And immediately just is now no longer in a cage due to its immense strength and ability to just snap and smash out of it. Just turns to you guys and says, "You will die." And yeah, luckily you guys had good initiative though, so we're gonna theater of the mind this bad boy. Fjorn, I believe, is up first.
Alright, I will rage
Excellent.
and attack.
Go for it.
Is Ren still in the cage?
No, you guys managed to get that last tumbler. I was joking. You unlocked it.
Awesome.
I miss.
Oh no, what? Maybe.
Oh, it wasn't even reckless? Be reckless so I get advantage back on you.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do that quite yet.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what I'm fighting yet. Maybe we don't give it advantage. Okay. Yeah, that misses. The ugly... I'm gonna use the word hag here again, because it has some similar features. But
It's a shadow hag.
the night hag.
But you know, anyone who had a good roll, I'm not going to make you roll. No, it doesn't feel this is a fey creature like the green hag was. Anyways, you miss with that axe. It just kind of bats it out of the way. Like it actually, like physically, like kind of grabs it and like moves it out of the way, as if too strong for you, barbarian man. Blanford, you're up, and you're all in there. By the way, you're all within like 10 feet of it.
All right.
Oh, you know what?
But
Not that it matters. Would Zone of Truth be considered a charmed effect?
I don't think so. Actually, well, it should say in the spell if
I
it.
know. I don't think it
on-
is because it doesn't specifically say. Not that it matters. It doesn't affect anything. I was just curious as a
It's
DM.
not wisdom; it's a charisma save. So yeah, I think it's not.
Okay. Either way, it did pass it anyways and make the spell not happen. So, sorry, Blanford. It is your turn.
okay.
Lamb.
I'm going to begin by. How close am I?
10 feet. Everyone's 10 feet except Fjorn, who went closer and is in.
Okay,
within
good to
5.
know. I'm going to back away as
Sure.
to.
You're 20 feet away now. And you're pressed against a wall.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. Which is an Intelligence 13 save.
Oh, thanks
And-
for the cheer, buddy. Thanks for showing up. Hey.
And she's going to see the 3 hag sisters that we just took out coming to attack her.
Why did I do this? I don't know. What about 3 hags? Oh,
She's gonna
the
see
3 green hags
yeah.
are attack. Okay, so what is the save
Yeah, she's
for
gonna see.
Phantasmal
Wait, can you have
Force?
all 3 of them?
She's gonna see the 3 hag sisters crowding in around her, trying to attack her.
Sure. What's the save?
Intelligence 13.
Okay.
Please work. That was a 1, right?
She might be smart. I don't know.
It made the save. What happens if it makes the save against it?
I think it just doesn't work. Like, I think they might see
yeah.
It just does nothing? Isn't that like a 2nd level spell?
The first one is.
Well, I think because it does damage each round, so.
Oh, so does it... I kind of forget. So does it happen no matter what, and then each round?
Yeah, like
What is this? Phantasmal Force?
Phantasmal Force, yeah. I thought you were going to throw it into the chat there, but...
Yeah.
hold on. Like, that's what it does. I'm trying to read it. And it's like,
Okay, I'm going to assume it just does nothing until you tell me
Yeah.
otherwise.
it kind of does. If she
It just
saves
seems like a
against
big waste of a 2nd level spell if they just have to make 1 save.
Nothing.
It doesn't seem right to me, but you do a little investigating and we'll move forward. Did you want to do anything else with your turn?
that was a bunch of nothing. I'm going to I mean, who's up next in initiative?
You don't know that.
Okay. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to...
Fjorn has already gone, and May's not in the room, so you can kind
I'm
of
gonna give it to-
discern.
I'm going to give it to Oris. And say...
D6 to...
yeah. Say, and give a Bardic Inspiration to Oris.
Sounds good. Okay, so Blanford, you can look into that spell and see if there is some kind of lasting effect or something that happens even though that they pass. But while you're doing that, Oris, it is your turn.
The Bardic Inspiration gives me what, a D4 or something? I can't
D6
remember.
to
A
hit
D6.
or a saving throw, I believe.
Okay. Oris will just come in with how can I
You
do this?
do have a situation here where you can't actually properly flank the hag because of the close quarters and the walls behind her.
But I could also run away because I'm only 10 feet because I'm 10 feet away.
Yeah, you can.
We
Totally.
could just run out the rift. But
just
he's
leave
gonna try to attack once, just with the unarmed strike. We'll
Okay.
start with that.
Sounds
I
good.
know I have my
Nothing
quarters,
happens.
my bow staff, but
Sure.
I will not add. You know what? I will add the Bardic Inspiration to that. It's
Okay.
just a D6. Ignoring the bludgeoning damage, just we'll pretend I didn't know that. But I don't know if a 16 is gonna hit. I'm guessing not. That's why.
Okay.
So it's
a
a 19.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. You're gonna punch this woman. You don't this creature square in the jaw. Just clock her. Pop!
And then I'm gonna use patient defense, key point.
Oh, okay. So you want her to attack you.
Defense of the patient.
So 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Which is not a whole lot, but it is something. It's not 0. It's not Phantasmal Force.
Just want to know what we're up against before decide to fight harder or flee.
Okay, next up is the enemy's turn, which is going to claw at let's make it fitty at Oris. So it has disadvantage, correct?
Correct. And yeah, Yes, we'll just start with that.
Okay, so that's a 6 plus its attack. Just give me a sec. Okay, I just wanted to say it because every time you do patient defense, I always roll like 2 19s. So does a 13 hit you?
No, I didn't
Okay.
need the patient
So
defense.
no, you did need it. I think.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, I
it
guess
was
I
the
don't know what
first
the other
roll.
roll was.
You don't know.
Yeah.
One of the
No.
rolls I rolled was good, and one of the rolls I rolled was bad. But
I guess what I meant was I didn't need the unarmed strike, the agile parry, the AC
Alright.
18 for the round.
Comes at you with a claw. Now you did see these things attack with a claw before. Yeah, it feels similar in deadliness. You're kind of not happy about this thing as it swipes past you, and you manage to deftly get out of the way as you do your like get over here, and then you kind of like shift out of the way, patiently defending against it, no problem. We're back up at Fjorn as May scampers back into the doorway.
Oh yeah, can Oris also shout at someone to get Rem out of the room? Assuming that hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, he's
Or
like
even
slowly
get him-
crawling. He's like right now he's got his back to the wall right beside the door, and he's just kind of waiting for you guys.
He'll just say, "Rem, get out of here," and May take him out of the rift or something.
Excellent. Okay, Fjorn,
I'm just going to attack again.
go for it. 20? Yeah, that hit. 4 damage though. You can add your necrotic to that.
Yeah,
Don't you
it's a
add-
1.
You're raging though, so you should add +2 to that, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 6 slashing plus. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I accidentally.
And it's triple sixes of damage.
Where is it? Where did you go, Paige?
And that phantasmal force would have been a 6 as well. We're just hitting 6 damage at a time. We're trying
6 on
to.
6 on 6.
Okay.
This thing is like a freaking demon too. It's 666. Like there's something going on here.
Exactly.
Okay, so you slashed it for 6 points of damage, and then you did 6 points of divine fury.
Oh yeah, actually that's necrotic. Does it resist that at all?
It does not resist necrotic, but it is resisting you noticing with the punch to the jaw and the slash with the axe that your regular damages are being resisted.
No, damn it.
Yeah.
Not good.
I need
Good
to,
to know.
probably take magic weapon or something so I can boost your guys' weapons.
Got to draw it outside, and I can get my bow out.
Blanford. Did you discover anything about
It does not work.
this doesn't work? Man, that sucks.
I'm going to, when I level up, I'm going to drop that spell.
It was fun when you did it.
I
When it
mean, it's
succeeds,
not
it's
a bad
fun.
one. You just have to do it against people that are stupid, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it against this enemy. Not only does it have a high intelligence, it also gets advantage on spells against it.
Oh.
Oh. Hmm.
Little
Mhm.
metagame for you.
Well, in which case, I'm going to attack.
You're gonna move into melee?
No, I'm going to attack with my hand crossbow.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes way more sense to me. Go for it.
That's a miss.
Yeah, an 11 will not hit. It's able to easily deflect that puny crossbow bolt.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay.
Nobody needs healing, right? Yet.
Not yet. It hasn't hit anybody.
So I'm gonna stay. That's all I'm gonna do.
So Oris.
Yeah. I'm already in here. I'm just going to. I'm gonna quarter strike, bow staff strike,
Okay.
two-handed.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a
13.
miss, a
Yeah,
13.
13's not gonna connect.
Come on.
Then
You guys are whiffing. It hasn't hit you guys either, though. We're just having a little dance in the room. You guys are finding the tight quarters, the space. You guys are like hitting the roof or hitting a wall with your attacks because you're used to open field combat.
Stop hitting the cage.
Step of the wind, and I'm going to disengage, and
Yeah.
I'm going to use my movement action to leave the room.
Sounds good.
So I'm outside, and yeah, I guess I don't have time to stow
You
or anything.
bowl over me. Just kidding.
Well, you can move through your allies, but it is difficult terrain, so you spend.
I have like 40 feet
yeah,
of movement.
it did not affect you at all. This is easy movement. You got out of there, boy. All right, so I feel bad because I kind of put you there, May. Did you want to be in the doorway?
No, well, actually, I was gonna see if, even though I wasn't in initiative, like, for one, just, can I hear the combat inside, and can I do anything in preparation? Like, can I cast a spell or something, since there was a turn?
You can't cast anything, but I won't put you in the line of sight of this creature.
Okay.
I'll pull you out of that. It's not your turn yet, it's its turn, and then it's your turn.
Okay.
I just wanted to do that because I was, didn't want it to attack you just yet. It will slash at Fjorn again, and we'll see what happens.
Fjorn, no.
Well, not again for the first time. A 19.
No.
A 19 will hit you. You will take 9 points of slashing, which reduces to only 4 points of damage. God, resistance is so good. Although the hag has it as well, so I mean, this could be a long, drawn-out fight at this point. I think it'll just stay there, but it's looking around the room and trying to decide what it's going to do. At this point, I'm going to say Rim gets out as well, and it's May. It's your turn.
Okay. Can I ask if inside the shadow hovel, I guess, is it darkened there, or if I close the door, would it be darker, like dim lighting?
It would be, yeah, if you close the door. Right now, there is no windows, so the only light getting in is from the door itself.
And Oris left, but everybody else is in here, right?
It's
and
just
Rim.
Fjorn and Blamford in there right now.
Huh. Well, I'm just trying to think if I should. I guess. Is Oris like trying to get her to leave?
I don't think you can know that. I'm just trying to get out of the room for space, but that's out of character.
Yeah, you should. Maybe you could have
know
yelled
that.
something like, "Hey, let's drag her out."
No, I am. Yeah, I'll make my
guess-
plans clear next round, I guess.
Okay. Well, then she's not gonna know what you're doing, and she's gonna assume that maybe you're trying to get him. What's his name?
Get Rim.
Yeah, try to get Rim back to the rift or something. So
Rim
she's
immediately
gonna
turns into another
Probably. I'm waiting for it.
Can I close the door as like object interaction, or is that gonna take an action?
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna slam the door behind me. Well, I guess I'm gonna go in, see the hags there, slam the door behind me, and I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Okay. What does that do?
Which is it's basically a blade of shadow. It's pretty awesome.
It's like an attack.
It's basically it's a blade that I cast, and then I also can make an attack. So that wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, well I guess that's the damage. Let me just I have to roll to attack now.
Does it imbue your weapon with like magic?
No, it's like literally it becomes like this shadow blade.
So it's like you just like summon a shadowy blade.
Basically, yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Your warlock.
But it acts kind of like a sword and stuff.
That's
It's
fun.
like a finesse one, but it does like 2d8s of psychic damage, so pretty dope.
Oh, all right.
I have plus.
And you just have that until your concentration's lost.
Yeah, it's a minute concentration, and it also I have advantage when I'm in dim light darkness. So.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
It's
attack
really
the
quick
hag.
close. But
With
let me roll
advantage.
with advantage. Wait, what the hell? I got the same thing. Fuck.
Did you actually roll twice?
Yeah, I think I hit enter twice. I like copy pasted it, so.
I don't know. Give it another one. I have a feeling if you guys go quick enough, you're probably messing up the.
It's the same RNG seed.
Well, I got a 12.
That's my guess. Okay.
I missed
Yeah. I mean, as cool as this was, as you became a Jedi, you swing your weapon at this thing, and it's able to deftly avoid your shadowy attacks, and takes no damage from you.
And I will not go up next to it. I did use it as a thrown weapon, so it just.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That way I don't get, beat up by her necessarily.
I assume it doesn't emit light or anything.
No.
Alright, so you're kind of
shadow.
Dim lighting, so you guys can technically see in dim light. You just have disadvantage on like perception, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's just dim light, not darkness. That's fine. We're back at the top of the order. Fjorn.
I guess I'll reckless attack.
Oh, going all reckless now, are you? Ooh, 20's good. Okay, so it's
I'll take
6
the 20.
points of slashing, and then the necrotic.
Ooh, nice. That's good.
At least the necrotic's damage is going through.
It's
but yeah,
going through, yeah.
One's on your D12 twice in a row.
Yeah, you managed to, you get her in the side, and the blade like shinks across her skin and doesn't seem to pierce through it. But then the necrotic energy billows out, and she kind of flinches back as it seeps into her body. Next up, Blanford. It is your turn.
How far am I from her?
20 feet.
I am going to shoot another arrow.
Go for it.
Miss.
I'll take your word on it.
Oh, it's a what? It's
Oh,
10,
there we
it's
go.
16.
14. This arrow goes wide. It's not even concerned with you at this moment. You've done nothing to really threaten this thing.
This is hard.
I'm getting a good sense of what her AC is.
You guys, you know why Oris is trying to get outside, right? Because his weapon is magical?
Yeah.
Well,
they in character didn't know.
So. Oh no, I know, yeah, but out of character. But he just kind of ran outside, so I was like, okay, whatever.
And I'm going. Nobody needs healing yet.
Mm-mm.
And I'm
I
going
think
to
an
my
attack
turn.
Fjorn for like a baby attack.
I'm fine. You say that.
Yeah, not worth heal. I'm not going to heal you for an itch. I'm not going to give you ointment for an itch. You can deal with that.
Are you done?
Inspiration.
Sure. Actually, yeah, you can use some inspiration. Oh, forward. Go. Yeah, you can kill her, Form. And you got inspiration.
You swallow a horn, and Fjorn is given inspiration.
Cheerleader.
Come on, Fjorn, you can do it.
Oris, your turn. You're now outside with Rim, and the door is closed in your face.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know what I can do all with my turn, but I
Kick
think
the
you said I
door
can
open and
drop.
fire an arrow. Go for it.
So yeah, but I have to drop my staff, and
That's true.
you said I can't put the staff away and pull my bow out, and kick the door open and shout at Rim and get an attack roll, right?
I guess
just do it
technically you
without-
can do a drop.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll drop the staff, shout at
use
Rim.
an object. Yeah, I guess you can do all those things. It's a lot of stuff, but yeah. Technically you can do it all. So go for it.
Drop the staff, kick the door open with my foot while I'm grabbing my bow, which I guess is on my back, and shout at Rim while I'm readying my arrow. Go behind the house, and there's a rift. I don't know. Is that too much? And then just shoot
No, you
one
know
arrow.
what we're gonna have you do is you're gonna just do me a quick acrobatics roll if you don't mind. Yeah, you definitely do all those things, and you make it look badass. Like you like kick the door in like a martial arts way, and then you're like already in mid-air, like firing the arrow as you land like just inside the doorway.
We just see like your shadow pass over all of us. Oh!
Key point back. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice! How do you crit so often with that stupid log?
Yeah, you did even spend a key point. Okay, so this is actually an interesting. Wow. All right, just going ham on these rolls. So, as you pull this drawstring back, and that critical hit is about to go, the bowstring again shines with a gossamer light that is not superfluous. And that eagle on the front, which I know you guys showed me like an etched in eagle, it's like a whittled, like actual, almost physical, not eagle,
Owl. Yeah.
owl on the front. And you had noticed after the second critical hit that the wings had started to come open. This time they fully like open up in like an aggressive stance. And when you fire that arrow and it does connect, I think you get to roll some extra damage on top of that, or did you already do that?
Not yet. I have Kensei's shot. Yeah.
But, and this is the coolest part, you can actually edit that bow to now be a +1 longbow.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn.
What the hell?
For later though, I guess.
You can use it for the rest of the combat.
Oh, I just mean not on the current shot. It's
Not on
for
the current
future
shot. No,
shots.
it's not 1 more damage right now, but it is.
That's okay. That's fine. I'll do the Kensei
I didn't
shot.
think that was gonna happen so quick, but you're lucky.
I know he crit so much.
Like 3
Awesome.
times on like 6 or 7
Oh,
shots.
owl's soul.
I know, it's dope.
So you still get your crit. You still get your key points
Yeah.
back when you get criticals on it. It just isn't gonna grow any further. It's just a +1 now, which is a pretty good weapon, honestly.
Does that do
Again, I
plus
think
1
so.
on attack rolls or
+1
damage
to attack
rolls?
rolls and damage.
Oh damn, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
We do see the arrow as if it's being flown by an owl, though, right? Like a glowing owl.
Yeah, it's it's as cool as Oris wants it to look. That's for sure.
It's
Your
screeching.
squire?
It's screeching as it's like flying through the air.
So that's 10 damage, right? Yeah, and it's full damage because it's magical. So when it actually kind of shrieks out as you get it in the side, and it bats out the arrow, but it's like knowing full well that you have found something that it is, not immune, well, not resistant to. But yeah, your bow is transformed into now the equivalent of a +1 longbow, as well as the recovering key points. Who is next up? It would be the hag itself. This time, it's gonna ignore Fjorn. Lucky for you on your reckless that you chose to do it this turn. It's gonna pick on May as it raises its hand and releases 3 magic missiles at you.
Oh wait, actually, I'll shield.
Yeah, shield does just stop magic missiles straight up.
I forgot about that. I was almost like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
shoot,
I was like, you
I think it
can't.
fell.
AC won't save you here, but oh wait, yeah, that's exactly how shield works. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely bring up your shield as a reaction, and those 3 bolts just absorb into your hands, basically.
Not this time, baby.
And you feel like a badass, and it does not look happy about that, but it's going to continue to fight onwards. That was the hag's turn. We are now on May's turn.
Awesome. I'm gonna bonus action summon the shadow blade in my hand again and toss it.
Okay. Is that
I'm just
a
gonna
level 1 spell, or?
level 2.
Oh, okay. Really going to town. So the door is now open, unless Oris was... Well, he couldn't have closed it. So if you
Maybe
want,
it swung
you can...
back closed after I kicked it so hard.
I guess I will go close
Yeah.
it again.
I like the idea that Oris's move was so effective that it actually, like, the door managed to close back.
Bounced and closed
Okay,
itself
that
again.
works.
I'm okay with that.
It like you would.
Yeah, because technically you could just close it again right now, so go for
God, I'm rolling horribly, even with the. Okay, with
it. Okay, at
advantage.
21, yeah, that definitely hits. You may roll your, whatever it is, psychic damage.
It is 2d8s of psychic damage. Nice, 14.
I went to the special part.
You went to the special park.
Yeah. When was the aliens on the sign? I
Awesome.
made that thing.
I'll come talk to you about that in a little bit, okay? Yeah, so you throw that Shadow Blade, and my daughter takes 15 points of psychic. No, the hag takes 14 points of psychic damage. The blade, it sinks in and then like dissolves, and kind of like the shadowness as it melts kind of sticks to the hag.
I like to think that May does look a little bit, I mean, for being a little child looking, but like looks a little bit scary. Like this is like this shadow blade, and it's like it like sort of like is drained from her, and like I don't know, maybe her eyes look a little bit dark or something. She looks pretty serious.
She is ready to kill. But I'm gonna guess you're getting a little low on spell slots at this point. Fjorn, top of the round. I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. That was about 4 rounds, equivalent to 20-something seconds. You guys are about the 2.5 minute mark now. Fjorn's turn.
I'm not going to reckless this time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a d6.
Oh yeah, inspiration. You're filled with swallowed horns.
19 again.
A 19 definitely connects. Go ahead and roll that damage.
So again, it's +2 because the rage isn't being added for some reason.
Oh right, so it's 10 plus the
17.
7. Okay, so
Or I guess that's not magical.
5
so it's
plus
slashing.
so 12 points total.
Math.
You did some damage. She's still looking strong though. She hasn't yet to become, bloodied. Blanford, your turn.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Ugly and you know
Actually, I'm sorry to do this. Do you guys mind if we take 5 right here?
it. Sure.
Yeah, I'll come back and do the Dissonant Whispers in a minute. We're just gonna take a quick 5-minute break, washroom, whatnot. I just need to. I'm just noticing the pain is kind of getting to me, so I'll take 5, and we will be right back to finish off this combat.
Perfect. Excuse me.
Good vibes. I'm back. Who else is here?
I'm here.
Shulk is here.
I'm sort of here. I'm away from the computer for a moment. I'm almost back.
Wisdom saving throw? Oh, okay.
Yes.
How much does it take if it passes? Is half?
Yeah.
Oh, that's oh, 8. Even with advantage, it still fails and takes the full 10 points of psychic damage. And with that, with those psychic dissonant whispers melting at its brain, it is finally starting to look haggard and beaten. It's bloodied now. That one hits it, and it's starting to like look a little slack-jawed. Its muscles are going a little looser. It's not looking strong. Is that all you want to do, Blanford?
I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration and give it to Fiona again.
Sounds good.
Killer, 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 quick. We really need to kill her and make her really sick. And I'm gonna back out, and start backing away.
So, do I get to keep that?
Yeah.
Or
You already have one?
like if I didn't want to use it on the next turn, could I save it for...
Oh, yeah, you don't have to use it.
Okay.
Yeah, you keep it, I think, for I want to say either an hour or a day.
Let me take a look.
I think it might only be an hour. It's way more than what
10
matters.
minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
You
So
got
yeah,
it.
you can keep
I think
it for sure.
I think at higher levels that length might go up, but I don't know.
Okay. Oris, you're
Did-
up.
Did he already have one from before? I can't
He used
remember.
it,
Use
though.
it.
Oh,
And
okay, I
he
missed
needed it
that.
to connect, so it was a good.
I was
good
I was
thing.
trying to edit my bow in D&D Beyond, so I don't know. We'll see if it worked. I guess I'm still in bow range, but I'm in the room now.
Yes, you are.
Okay. That's what I'll do. Another bow shot.
Sounds good. You guys are just like picking this thing apart at this point. Now you've discovered its weaknesses. 11.
I don't know if
yeah.
that did the +1 on there, but I guess it doesn't matter. It didn't do the +1. It's supposed to do the +1, but it's being stubborn.
Well, a 12
Following the
still
instructions is not
doesn't connect.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make a difference.
So we're okay. It manages to.
I will move into 5-foot range. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. You want to move into melee?
Yeah, I'm gonna move into melee, and I'm gonna use flurry of blows.
What is the? As long as you use a monk weapon, is that the limitation on that?
For flurry of blows?
For your unarmed
Hello.
strike. As a bonus action.
As long as I take an attack action. Then my
Attack
bonus action.
I'm
I can
guessing
do
with
it.
a monk weapon, which your Kensei weapons count as monk weapons or unarmed. So yeah,
It just says
you're good.
attack action, so yeah. Yeah, and flurry of blows will be, I guess, 2 melee attack attempts. So no advantage or anything, I guess. So probably whiff on
No,
them both.
you just
but we'll
gotta
see.
you just gotta connect normally. A 20 will hit. A 14 will not. And it is resistance to your strikes, so it will only be taking a small amount of damage from that. But it's not 0. As you come in and you give her a good old kick-a-poo. I don't know why I said it that way. That's stupid. I will say a sweet-looking epic knee that does not have the word poo in it at all. As you
Kamunga?
Kickamunga, yeah, it was like a Kickamunga. Yeah, you definitely hit her. But
Kick up.
just rattled the bones a little. She's, not super upset by that one. But it is going to this time cast Magic Missile on Oris, who just moved into melee. It's because you're shooting her with the magical bow, but as far as I understand, Magic Missile doesn't care that you're in melee, though. It's still gonna just... It doesn't get disadvantage, because it just auto-hits.
Boom.
So it's gonna do... How much is it? 3d4 plus 3
Mm-hmm.
of damage to Oris.
Roll low, roll low.
Never.
T-
Shouldn't kill me. I don't think that's possible.
10 points of force damage as these bolts slam into your body. Fum, fum, fum.
That's pretty good.
You know,
but
you're
it's
used to seeing May's kind of silvery or blue, depending on her mood. These are like black, dark, night hag magic missiles as they slam into you. I'm just giving you guys the name of the creature.
I guessed it. I've been.
I mean, yeah, he said it earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, I think that is. I was just saying shadow because I thought it sounded cool.
It is cool.
I did forget too that there's like hags that aren't all fae.
Yeah, there are bunches of hags. I
Is
was
it
pretty
the-
sure this one's a sea hag, and I didn't think it was a blue hag either.
That's a fae though.
The
Most
sea
of them
hag
are
is-
fed.
is fey. Anyways,
I think that the night hag is like a fiend or a demon.
Yeah.
Or something.
so
Okay.
Oris is hurt, took 10 points of damage, but yeah, I think you can take 10 points. You're
Where's
boss.
our paladin?
May, it's
Yep.
your turn. What would you like to do?
May is gonna attack him.
You're doing the sword thing again?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I mean, it lasts a minute, so.
Oh. Even if you throw it?
Yeah, I have to re-summon it into my hand as a bonus action.
Oh.
That's what I was
I
meaning
kept thinking you
before.
were using second level spells. This is really powerful. All right,
Oh
go for it.
no! Yeah, no, it's an awesome one. Ooh, well, that probably. Yeah, let's go with the 25.
Yeah, that sounds good. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Yeah, well, it's super awesome in darkness too. 14, nice. I'm rolling pretty
14,
good.
jeez. Okay. Yeah. 14 points of, what is it, psychic damage?
Psychic. Yep.
She's pissed. Fjorn, it's your turn.
I'm gonna reckless attack.
Go for it. Get a critical. Ooh, a 7. That's probably not good.
Come on.
A
Oh my
13,
God.
but you do
I'm
have
gonna-
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. I was like, you gotta
Nice.
roll good. That's good. That's a good roll. So we're gonna take that 12, which is actually 14, halved to 7, and then you can throw. Wow.
Nice. Divine Fury.
That's whew. Okay. Yeah, she's taking a ton of damage. Here comes that. That comes down. She feels like it. It cuts some of her hair off. It cuts her across her head as well, and she starts
My
bleeding
hair.
like into her eye. She's looking really terrible. And Blanford,
Just
you're
my
up.
hair done.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna.
I just want you guys to know that like the two biggest hits from Fjorn are because of Blanford. Like that inspiration has been monumental. in
Oh,
this
I
fight.
know, right?
Uh. I'm gonna. I'm gonna. Uh.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna say, what do you call a. What do you call a hag who looks in the mirror?
What? She answers for no reason.
Why?
Uh,
She loves jokes and riddles.
a cheap trick. I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Awesome. So she needs
May
to make what
now
kind of save?
knows for sure.
Wisdom 13?
Yup.
May
If
now
it-
knows for sure that this is us secretly.
Even with advantage, manages to easily fail that.
Yes.
And is on the ground laughing. Just is like, a cheap trick! just rolling on the ground like a fool at this point. You guys can take this opportunity to coup de grace this thing, or you could just leave at that point. Because it's going to be doing this for what? 10 minutes or something?
Minute or
A minute.
At least a minute. Like a reasonable amount of time, so
Unless I lose concentration.
yeah. Well, we'll see about that.
I mean, unless it somehow has some ability to keep you from being concentrated, you're probably fine.
What do you want to do any movement?
I'm going to just move toward. I'm going to stay put because I need to stay in reasonable distance. But I'm good. As long as I don't take damage.
Yeah, like
So-
you. I mean, it's up to you guys. You could have done this like right from the beginning, honestly.
Yes,
Well,
but-
I think it can get up if you takes damage. It has extra saves and stuff.
Yeah, it has say extra saves. But why don't you guys
No, I'm just saying you could have done this from the beginning and left.
Oh.
But no, that would.
But no, we want that EXP, baby. Yeah. All right, cool. I guess it's Oris's turn. You'd actually have disadvantage with the bow if you fired at her right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still in melee range, so I'm going to just unarmed strike.
Okay, and she will definitely. We did this last time. She will definitely get out of this because each punch she'll get with advantage to break out of it. But that's still good.
Oh, that's sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm still trying to figure out how to properly plus one my bow in D&D Beyond. But can I step away without an attack of opportunity
can.
then?
Yep.
Okay, then I'll
She's
do that,
incapacitated.
and then I'll fire the bow from back.
With disadvantage.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Just
Is it
hit her.
disadvantage?
She's gonna.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you don't hit her, she won't get to roll out of the laughter, and if you do hit her, she might be dead. So yeah, go for it.
I'll take the chance.
Yeah, I guess. We don't know.
Well, you have disadvantage, but I'm just gonna say you've missed.
Yeah, I already missed. And then I'll move back in for just a regular unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Just run the gamut. Just get her. 17. You technically have advantage.
You could crit.
17 still hits though. For 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Which is not much, but
No.
to snap her out of it.
Something.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to wake her up. I mean, it's her turn now, right? You could have waited a turn to. That's all
Well,
right.
did she make the save?
Yeah, she definitely makes that save. She rolled like
No.
a 20 something. So the laughter, as soon as you like kick her again, just like last week, you kick this hag while she's down in the dirt.
Yeah.
And she's like, "That's not funny," and she clambers back to her feet, and I'm gonna have her. I think she's gonna go for Fjorn with this magic missile. Thump thump thump. We can just do magic missile at will all day, so it's just gonna do that.
Really? Oh my god. It doesn't have spell slots or whatever?
Not for magic missile, no.
Oh my god.
Magic missile's a cantrip for hags.
4,
That's
5, 6.
ridiculous.
9 points of force damage. It will not be halved because it's force damage. Fjorn takes as the bolts pummel his brawny chest, and he doesn't even let an inch of ground as those blasts come into him. May, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack her again.
Okay. Oh, I just realized I could be splitting the magic missiles up.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, that could have been more fun. I like that it hits all. Like 4 damage is nothing, or 1d4 is nothing. So I kind of like
Okay, 25 to hit. Oh, this time I rolled poorly. Only 4 psychic damage.
4 psychic damage. Okay, that's not enough to finish her off, but she is looking super, super beat up as that shadowy blade slashes into her. I gotta look at the spell later. The fact that you can throw it or attack, that's a pretty sweet spell.
It's pretty awesome. It's really good for rogues that can spellcast.
We're up at Fjorn. It's your turn, man. This thing is looking on death's door right now.
Reckless attack.
Okay. Right before you swing, I just want to mention that it's been a couple more rounds. It's like 2 minutes 50 seconds you've been in the Shadowfell at this point.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, it was two and a half, and then we've done a couple more rounds of combat. We're getting real close to that 3-minute mark. Fjorn, swing with advantage. Ooh, 12's not good enough. Oh, 8's not good enough. No! Ah, you swing and you swing. Foom, foom. And somehow with its blood and hair and whatever, it manages to avoid your attacks. And you hit against the wall behind it. And, Blanford, you're up.
I cast a Bane.
What? Don't.
Okay.
Damn it! Why are you casting Bane? It's almost dead.
Because I don't have many damaging spells,
Just shoot it or something.
and I keep missing.
Okay,
All
never
right,
mind.
you've cast Bane. Charisma save. Okay.
Yeah.
Of 13.
It makes the save. What happens if it
Oh,
makes it?
Nothing.
Okay, sweet. So you do your best Bane impersonation. I was born in the dark, and the Night Hag's not impressed.
The Night Hag's like, no,
Oh.
I was born there.
I am the dark.
And then I am going to use all of my movement to leave the room, to go out of the rift.
Excellent. Okay,
Good
so
idea.
you're like here-ish, we'll say, because you don't have an action to dash because you cast a spell.
No.
So you're on the other side of this wall at this point. Oris, your turn. You are in melee range.
It's not grappled, right? Again?
It's not incapacitated on the ground. No. So
No,
it will,
okay, so-
it will try to slash you if you back away.
Yeah. So just unarmed strike.
Punchy, punchy, punch, punch.
Punchy, punchy,
Nice.
punchy. Yeah, that connects. 2 points of sweet, sweet kick damage. Strangely enough, that's not enough to kill it, though.
Ah,
And a follow up.
more hit. More hit. Please,
Oh,
no.
It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it.
That's all.
Okay. You leave this thing on the literal... You couldn't have
maybe-
this thing closer to being dead.
May is gonna shout to run.
Oh. Are you gonna... Well, then it
It
attacks
doesn't
him,
make
though.
sense. I'm just. Oh, I get. I don't know. I'm just thinking like. I don't know. It might be good to leave. I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe if one of us doesn't kill it, then we don't know.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
it's
the
going
timer.
to... how does it work if you use shield? Does it stop the whole spell? Even if it only puts like 1 or 2 bolts on you?
Yes, yeah. It basically you take no damage from magic.
You don't take any damage from it. So if it splits them up and hits all 3 of you with 1 bolt...
It just doesn't damage me.
Okay. I'm not trying to get around your shield, but I do want to split the bolts up, and there's 3 of you in here, so I'm going to throw 1 at everybody. It's up to you if you want to stop a D4 with a spell slot.
Yeah, no, I'm probably good actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got hit points for days.
So May takes 4 points of force damage, Oris takes 5 points of force damage, and Fjorn takes 5 points of force damage. That's the best she's ever rolled. As her death knell of magic missiles just fills the room, and each of you takes a blast of dark energy, and she kind of she takes her. She can tell it's one of her last few breaths. As May, it is your turn.
Well, my arcane ward absorbs some of that, and I'll try to be unfazed. I guess, is the door shut? Did you shut the door behind you? I'm gonna shut the door, and then I'll...
Sure, you shut the door again. Mind you, you can't leave now, because you cannot open the door again after you've attacked.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I slam the door.
Yeah, you didn't need that
21,
advantage.
30.
It's too
I
bad.
didn't even need it. It's okay.
Yeah, your roll for damage is irrelevant. You
okay.
can kill this thing however you would
yeah.
like.
May just silently just stabs through this thing. And
Like for the
lets it-
first time, you decide to go like into melee range.
Yeah, like she just goes up to it, kind of like cuts into it like deep in its chest and lets it fall to the ground. Yeah,
Right.
I guess.
You guys are officially out of combat. That hag is defeated. The night hag crumples to the ground. And, yeah, it's getting awfully close to a 3-minute mark. Again, you don't know if that was how much time you had.
Yeah, I know.
What would you guys like to do, the 3 of you that are still in that room?
I really want to loot this body.
Let's
Okay.
do that.
How much time do you want to spend searching the room and looting the body?
I don't know. I guess.
I'm going to cast light and look at the rift to see if it's still there.
Okay, I will message you, because the others don't know that.
The I don't know. I guess I don't want to like have like, oh, let's spend 5 minutes searching. But I guess like after a certain amount of time, after like 10 seconds, have I found anything?
Okay, you want to do a quick 10-second check? All right, give me an investigation.
Okay.
Uh, It's not very good.
And
Okay, in your quick scurrying of the room, you feel like you see a chest that you don't have time to get open. You don't have time to do anything, but you see it in the corner, and you also find this weird doll that you suspect may possibly have the ability to open the rift if you need to from this side. But that's all you get for 10 seconds as you looked around the room. What are you
Rift's
doing?
good. Come on, Rift is good.
They can't hear you.
We're inside. The door is shut. What are you guys doing inside the room? With me?
Okay, so I'll say Zazimus runs back. It's going to cost you some more seconds, and he'll tell you there's still a rift there. You don't know how long. We're at about, you said 10 seconds. I'm going to say we're at 3 minutes, 10 seconds now. Although you guys aren't that accurate at telling time.
The rift is still good, where you've got some time.
You don't know.
Okay,
you don't know how much time.
Grab the doll, and then I want to open the chest. So she didn't have anything on her, the hag?
The doll was on. We'll say the doll was on the hag itself.
Okay, and then yeah, I guess I'll check. Can I open the chest?
Okay, so you notice it's locked. You can either have Fjorn force it or lockpick it, or you can try to break it. It's gonna take you some time though.
Okay, there's a locked chest.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna tell them there's a locked chest.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a locked chest.
We could carry it. A couple of us could carry it together.
I could probably carry it. How heavy is it?
You go to move it, and you notice it's got some weight to it. Something is in there, and you actually hear like a shaking of. You think there's some money in there, and a good amount for it to be heavy.
So I'm gonna attempt to lift it up and carry it out.
Okay, give me an athletics. You go to do it, and your back feels like my back, and you drop it, and it hits the ground. And you guys consider other options. We're gonna say about 3.5 minutes have passed.
Right, I
can cast Thunderwave on.
Hang on. Did you count my?
I don't know if Thunderwave.
My +1. Did you add my +1?
Plus
the
one
coin.
because you're raging. Because of the coin. Because of the coin. A 13. Oh, well, okay. Your back doesn't hurt as much, but it still.
Oh wait, actually, don't you get if you're still raging? Since this is the first. Is this like I don't know if you're still raging, but you'd get advantage.
It's been a few rounds.
Okay.
It's been a few rounds. Although he does have someone had a crowbar. Actually, it doesn't help you lift it. That only helps you break it open.
Just break it open. I think we should just do that.
I do have a crowbar, so.
All right. Yeah, sure. You can give me just strength with advantage because of the crowbar.
Oh my gosh.
Boy. Okay. So it's starting to go. You're working at it. You're closing in on about. It's almost the 4-minute mark. It's coming though. You feel like it's going. You're like, oh, if I keep at this, maybe another 30 seconds, you could have it open.
Can we just damage it? Like, can I like?
Sure. Yeah. You guys want to cast some spells or just attack it? Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain I could break it with Thunderwave if everyone stood away.
Sure. Yeah, you could try that.
I mean, that's like a first level spell. And also, what if there's something inside of it that's breakable? That's like
that would shatter literally everything.
Yeah. Do you want to spend more time cleaning up whatever, like picking up?
Oh, actually, I'll just cast Magic Missile. It's spell.
Yeah, that's precise. That would not break the fine china inside.
I'll just smack that lock.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah,
roll me some damage.
Yeah. Let's not break the fine china tea set.
Yeah, I know. That's all. I was like, I don't want. It's really cool. Ooh, 12 damage.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. So yeah, those bolts come in. Phoom. The first one like shoots the lock off. The second one blows off the side of it. The third one just like blows the top of it, and out pours platinum. Platinum. You guys will need to take a little bit of time to clean up this platinum because there's quite a bit of it. And I'll tell you how much. You can worry about counting it after you're out.
Yeah, we'll scoop it up.
Okay.
We'll do
I'm going to assume you're all just scooping. If you guys can all just give me a quick, we'll do sleight of hand to see how long this takes. The first 2 people to roll, I'm going to take it. Awesome. Okay, you guys are fast. Yeah, you managed to give, as Oris is gathering. Okay, yeah, you guys love money. Fast. Boom, boom, boom. All right, it's about
Now I just want to see if we can.
it's closing in on maybe like the 5-minute mark, and you guys are like, I'm guessing you guys are done, or are you guys going to look through the room some more?
let's keep going. If she's got money, let's get going.
You guys
I
have
know.
all the money. You clean up all the platinum. You could stop to count it.
No, let's get out of here.
Okay.
I kind of
I'm
want to
gonna
do more.
cast light on a coin and see if there's anything else at all. It's like
You want to cast
Wanna
light
grab
on
the
a
doll?
Sure. You light up the room. Yeah. Give me an investigation.
it's like literally anything else because
I
we
feel like I should check again. I didn't look very long last time.
10 seconds. You know, quickly
Well,
such.
well- nothing to be seen here.
Yeah. Okay. You're just burning seconds looking around. You're not actually finding anything more.
Oris is leaving with the money.
All right, let's just go.
Okay.
Yep.
I still have the doll.
You sorry?
I have the doll
Still
still.
the doll thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So
And while I go, I'm gonna stab the hag's corpse a couple times just to be sure.
okay, you guys are at about the 5.5-minute mark as you round that corner, and that rift is still there.
Oh, thank God.
So you've collected everything you want. I'm assuming you guys are just gonna all jump through as quickly as you can. Rim's already with you. He's like waiting by it. He's like, "Are we going? Are we going?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you get through that rift, and you arrive on the other side. Foom, 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 foom. You're back in the material plane. There's the Black Fang, and he's just sitting there like he's got like a couple of fingers up, and he goes like tick, 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 and foom, the the rift collapses behind you guys. You guys were not aware of it at the time, but time was moving at half speed, so you had 6 minutes total. And you were actually pushing it really hard. Like, when you were at the 3-minute mark, I'm like, you guys got plenty of time. But then you guys spent it. But you managed to get out of there without issue. And as the 5 of you now, plus the Black Fang, so I guess there's 6 of you come out. I'll let you count and tally the platinum outside the rift. You get 30 platinum apiece.
Whoa! Holy
Ooh.
crap! That's
That
What is
kind of
that?
makes up for the platinum I thought I had given you guys earlier.
Is that 10 gold per, or what is
Yes,
the rate?
it's 300
Okay.
gold if you just want to
So,
do it.
so I just hand my 30 to Black Fang, and I don't say anything to anyone else.
Are you sure? Such
Are
a
you sure?
modest living you have. You don't
Told
want
you.
any reward.
Told you I'd pay you. There was plenty of reward. We found Ram.
All right. He nods. He accepts the payment, and he has even
I
more
want
respect
to-
for you now.
I want to sleight of hand 5 platinum into his pocket,
Oh yeah, go ahead. Roll sleight of hand.
just because he paid the guy, which is kind of awesome. And,
Oh, you want to give it to Oris, is what you're saying.
yeah, sorry to Oris. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide.
I was like, oh yeah, you can pay the Black Fang some more if you want. Sure. I'm not even gonna have you roll. I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say, did he even notice me hand
No,
Black
we
Fang the
didn't.
money?
We didn't. Oh, so
Did you sleight of hand giving it to him, or
No, just
don't
kind
worry.
of.
I'll just say that you've done it. You've put Oris doesn't realize it, but later he'll come to realize he has an extra 50 gold in it, or
Sure.
yeah, 50 gold.
I mean, I think we knew that he wanted payment for me. Like, I wasn't like out or anything when that happened, so I just, you know.
I mean, nobody was there when I told them to join the battle and said I'd pay, and never got around to telling anyone later.
Oh, really?
At
I
least
thought,
not
okay.
in
Well,
not
maybe
in not in
Maybe you
roleplay.
did during the long rest.
So-
I don't know.
Never
Maybe
mind.
during the long rest, but I mean, I didn't
want
say
to
it
meta.
outright here. So yeah, exactly. So in my mind, Oris never told the group that he owed
Well,
the black.
you guys
thing
have a
that
couple
money,
of bucks. That's for sure.
Okay.
And
Can I check this doll out?
you can. So yeah, you can give an Arcana check.
Awesome.
What does the doll do? Ah.
10.
So
Come on.
you come to the conclusion that this weird doll, that if you destroy the doll, it will open a rift between the material plane and the Shadowfell for a very short amount of time.
Cool.
It
So
was
will it
generally meant for you guys to escape with,
Right.
but you guys just get to keep it at this point.
Cool. I'm just gonna pocket that and save it for later.
Sounds good. Okay, so you've saved Rim. This is probably the
Yeah.
biggest thing, the biggest reward that you will get from this. Once you guys are back, Rim apologizes to everyone for trying to be an adventurer, trying to be a smart guy, and getting captured. You guys inform him about how the town was attacked and Phalor's dead, and how you guys are heading further north, probably, unless you guys change your plans. I don't know what you're planning to do. But he does agree to come with you guys. In fact, he shows that the reason that he became an adventurer is actually he didn't have a bunch of weird photos of May, but he does respect May a lot, and noticed that she was growing in power and wanted to follow in her footsteps, and was attempting to become strong as well. So what I'm going to do, as long as there's no massive objections, I would like to give Rim to Ezekiel as an apprentice character at level 1.
Well, what?
Sweet.
So
Awesome.
You can build him however you'd like as a level 1 character. His personal belongings will match what you build. That's why I didn't spoil what they were, because it'll be whatever you can make him another wizard, which would be flavorful, or you could, if you want, he can be a fighter or something else. But I will let you know that because of his time in the Shadowfell, he is incredibly withered and hurt right now. Let me just read what I did for it.
I can't make him a cleric. I can't. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you guys notice he's quite ill from the Shadowfell for having been there for so long, and they were the hags had been psychically feeding on him, which is why his memory is kind of messed up. He has 3 levels of exhaustion, and he's starving. So
Oh my God.
it will take a bit of time before he's even like capable of combat. Like 3 levels of exhaustion makes him pretty worthless as a level 1 character. So
Yeah, you need like 3 sleeps.
So we're gonna
I just-
spend the night here for a while in this hut, just downtime.
if that's
This is
what you guys
downtime.
want to do, you could sit here, I suppose.
Honestly, this is such a cool base if you think about it.
Yeah,
Especially with the
Like-
magic brick.
we can we can just hop into the Shadowfell anytime. And we have another
That's
house in the
true,
Shadow.
Yeah, you could go to the Shadowfell from here. You don't know of anywhere to go in the Shadowfell.
Exactly. But it's just like an awesome like base to like set up and then come back to if we need.
Yeah.
So
You are always aware of this location, even if for some reason you don't have the Black Fang with you.
I think I just remembered that there is. I was thinking about if he was going to be a wizard and stuff because that would make sense. But actually, I think it would even make more sense if he was a sorcerer because there's a shadow sorcerer that's like touched by the Shadowfell and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And it starts at first level, anyways. Like you get your first
cleric.
there.
Okay. Well,
So
we'll worry about what Rim is next session. You'll get the week.
yeah,
for
no
it.
problem. I'll think about it and stuff.
Because I mean, we have some time left. You guys aren't. This isn't the end of the session, so you definitely have some time to continue to do stuff. And I have things ready, depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, I
moving
guess.
A short
Oh,
rest
shit,
at least,
sweet.
or
What time is it?
Exactly.
What time is it? Man, it's still pretty early in the morning because you only spent 3 minutes of material
I blew
playing
a
time.
Six,
Well-
6 minutes of our time.
Yeah, so you guys are slightly older now than like you caught up 5 minutes on the Black Fang or 3
May
minutes.
stands a little bit straighter. I feel older.
Yeah, you feel
Actually,
that
how
Rim is a
old-
little older than he was because it was days that he spent doubling his time up. So
Is Rim like the same age as May basically, or is he?
yeah, you can fiddle with it a little bit. It's your apprentice. You can do what you want backstory wise and whatnot.
Okay. Damn. Also, what should I don't know. I'm trying to make a custom item for that stupid doll thing. Is it have a name or?
I did not expect you guys to actually have it coming out of this, so
Well, I'm gonna
I'll
just
come up
do
with something.
doll-
Just call it creepy
of
doll for
shadow.
now, and worry about
creepy doll of shadow.
and I'll worry about filling it in later. It's a one-time use. You smash it, and it opens a rift for a short amount of time. You actually don't know how long because you.
And does it
roll 10.
work on the material plane too, or only in the Shadowfell?
It'll work. It'll work in both. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could use it to go into the Shadowfell if you want, just like anywhere, which is kind of, I guess, powerful depending on where you do it.
Well, that's the crazy thing is that, yeah, it's just like into the Shadowfell, which again we have no way back, so it's not.
It's
necessarily
gonna probably throw a big wrench into whatever you're doing because you'll probably do it in the middle of a town or something, and I'll just be like, "Well, fuck, I don't know what that's like in the Shadowfell." Thanks, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to screw you up, but I also am. It could be a very
It
interesting way.
could be a cool plot
escape.
hook or something now.
But get out of the Shadowfell from going in
Yeah,
here.
that's another option. That was the original intent of it, so maybe you do save it for a situation like that. You may even find yourself, as you move forward in this quest, in what you're exploring, more opportunities to visit the Shadowfell / the Material Plane. You may find it like a really obvious use for it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we might need to be in the to make escape. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Okay. So you guys are gonna take a short rest here at the.
Yeah, I guess at least
do
a short
that.
rest.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the smell of the dead hags is starting to get to you guys a little bit, but that's okay.
We clean it up.
Sure. You guys burn the bodies during your rest. I mean, light labor. Yeah, you can get away with that. Do you guys want to roll any hit dice?
Yeah, I do.
I don't need to.
Okay. You guys just go ahead and roll them. I'll trust you to take the hit dice away and gain the health. I'm not gonna referee that.
I'll cast.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, I was confused. Yeah, it makes sense for Fjorn to roll his hit dice.
Well, I don't think I'll roll.
Yeah, I guess. I was totally thinking we were gonna only need to go back to the town, but if Rim's just like gonna come with us as an adventure, that's pretty dope.
I mean, I think I forget what we had talked about before that made me want, because it's been actually a few weeks until you guys had finally found Rim. But I feel like you were considering like multi-classing to cover more roles in the party, and I'm like, well, this is a nifty way to let you kind of do that without having to potentially muddy May. So, it's a nice experiment. If the rest of you feel like you would want to manage a second party member, that's something we can talk about outside the game. I know for some people that's really daunting. They're like, one character's a lot. I don't want to RP 2 people. Like, it's a lot of. I like one person, but some people are into managing an extra character or so. And you don't have to bring him with you on everything you do, or even bring both characters. Like maybe May wants downtime and stays in town, and she's like scrolling for, we can worry about that when we go. But there are rules for apprenticeship, so this is completely within the realm of D&D. It's not homebrewed.
Is
But, yeah.
Oh, just imagining him as the Shadow Source or whatever. I don't know if you guys have read the what are they called? The Olympus books, the Percy Jackson books or whatever.
Yep.
With that one kid, Nico or whatever, who's like it's all goth, like the son of Hades or something like that. Just imagining Rim like that.
He just like steals some of the makeup from Blanford and like gets real emo and yeah, I'm sure right now that you know that you have this, you're probably just like super excited to start brewing into them. But I'm gonna force you guys to continue to play the game for a bit.
Oh, that's totally fine. I'm just, yeah, I think we should take a short rest, and then, yeah, I don't know what to do next. What are we supposed to do now? Do we just keep going further north?
You guys are about a day's travel from the town of Elwain.
I think the goal was, well, at least Oris's interest was to investigate the Mazgate. I guess take a look at it in person and see if there's anything he can learn from it, but not expecting to learn much. But he'd like to know where he might be able to find more information on it, and maybe getting a look at it might help him with that. So that would be his goal, and he'll tell the group that.
Okay.
I have the like sage thing. I don't know. Feature researcher. So
Yeah.
basically,
May
when
has the
I
same
attempt to learn
backstory,
or recall a piece of lore, I know at least where to find it, or might be really hard to find.
You
to
do
get to
know
the place
that
where I
to
can
find
it,
stuff
so.
about the Mazgate, you'll have to travel deep into the Elven lands.
Thank you.
Is that what you guys are doing? The Black Fang is still willing to help you guys, and he will continue to bring you northward if that's what you want to do. Or you could head back and, I don't know, attack the Goldmane camp. Like, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Suicide mission.
I feel like we crescendoed and there's still like a half hour left, but
Yeah, well, I'm curious what the other characters are really like jonesing for, because I think that with getting Rim was like kind of a little bit of a deal for like May really wanted to find Rim, and she was wanting to go north either way, but now that we've found him, she's just kind of like, well, I kind of want to keep going north. I want to keep going to investigate the elves, but I understand if you guys wanted to seek out that one bad shadowy guy, or go back to your camp and like try to turn some people, or I don't know what your goals are.
May was interested in Ironfell, right? Because she didn't know what it was until Blackfang told her about it.
Ironfell is the human city.
Ironfell. Isn't that the Elven capital?
Elrolin.
Elrolin.
Sorry, that one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very interested in that one. But again, I don't think she's quite as like, we have to go there first if someone else had anything to do.
I mean, Oris would assume that, there might be information on this Mazgate there. Probably the most likely place for it to be, I think. Whether or not it's true, he would find out. But they've been the people battling this thing for however long, so.
Maybe to help you guys out, I'll give you a little bit of a little lore, maybe.
Yeah.
So after you guys take your short rest, you overhear the Black Fang kind of singing a little song to himself. Even though he's no bard, the elven words are very beautiful, and you hear it. And I think a bunch of you speak Elvens. You can kind of translate for the rest of the party or whatever. That you hear him singing. It's like I don't know what to call it. A ballad maybe about the Mazgate. I'm not gonna sing it. I practiced it a bunch and I couldn't get it to sound good, so I'm not gonna sing it. Because it wouldn't be as good. But basically it mentions the Mazgate and how they have to fight the Mazgate and throw their lives away at it. But it also mentions the name of the elves. They call themselves the Ava elves, A-V-A, because they worship a god called Ava. A-V-A, this first of the pantheon, if you will. I know you guys have always been kind of itching to get some god information. And that's why they consider themselves that race of elves that they are, AVA or Ava elves, because they worship Ava, and May, and also well, it'll be up to you, I guess. What he doesn't, he could be a high elf like you, or you could make him a wood elf, but he won't be an Ava elf. You guys will be treated slightly different in town because you don't fall under that. But you also hear the word diviner. It translates to diviner. And when questioned about it, he explains that to fight the Mazgate, select elves are chosen to become diviners and receive the blessing of Ava to fight against the Mazgate. And that is where a lot of his personal abilities and power comes from, is that he is a diviner. It gives you the ability to track very well as the Mazgate itself. It gives you knowledge about the Shadowfell and the Feywild. It gives him the ability to cast the spells that he does. That's why he has his Black Fang as well. And that the number of diviners are very few in number. That they usually, it's not like there's thousands of diviners and they go and fight as an army. They're usually the generals or higher up of the groups of soldiers that will then fight the Mazgate. And he recalls some of the combats that he's had where he's taken in, his army of soldiers along with other diviners and their armies of soldiers, and then just lost like the vast majority of all the soldiers fighting the Mazgate. It's just a bloody sacrifice every time that happens. You also kind of I'm just doing this. I hope you guys are okay with me kind of assuming your questions here. You do question his if he has these powers, why didn't he want to go into the Shadowfell? Because he should be really capable. He just finished explaining that diviners are very good at dealing with stuff in the Shadowfell and in the Feywild, but then he refused to go in. And when you call him on that, he explains that in the last fight with the Mazgate, he was actually tricked into going into the Shadowfell to fight the Mazgate, where he came into contact with a different cult group than the Gloomilk. Now, the Gloomilk still exists in the Shadowfell, but he explains the Gloomilk only exists on this continent, on Caldania. But the group that he came in contact with spans multiple continents. He doesn't know the name of it, but they worship a false version of a different god that the people of the what's called the I want to say this right the first time so that it sticks. The Cold Lands, which is a continent further north. It would be water, ocean, far beyond the map of Caldania. These Cold Lands, where obviously they're further north, so it's colder there. There's a god there that people worship called Irgard. He's very Thor-esque in nature. He wields power and has like almost a Viking lore to him. And then this other cabal, I'm going to call it instead of a cult, so that you can kind of split the two up. The Gloomilk, which is a cult, and then this cabal, which you don't know the title of, worships a false version of Irgard. And that's what tricked him and tricked his soldiers. And what happened was they performed a ritual. They cursed him and killed a whole bunch of his men. I actually have a name for the curse, but he's just not gonna give it to you today. I'll give it to you later, because I'm already dumping a lot of lore on you. But if he enters the Shadowfell, when it happened, he was like completely blown away by it. But if he enters the Shadowfell, he will be blind, deaf, and mute, and can basically will just be a sitting duck. So he refuses to enter the Shadowfell anymore because he's been marked.
Whoa.
And because of that, that's why he doesn't return to Elverlyn, which was a question you guys had a long time ago, that he just kind of didn't know you guys well enough. But he's watched you guys do many things. You saved Rim, so he kind of dumped all this lore on you guys.
So
I'm guessing you guys have questions for me, so feel free to ask more things.
Oh. I don't know. I'm really bad with it's always like I'm listening and it's all interesting, and then by the end of it I'm most most of the stuff.
You're
Fuck,
you're mad. What was it? You're upset about it?
what? Oh no, I just I'll it's all interesting. Like I listen to it, and the whole time I'm listening, and then by the end of it, I'm like, I don't remember half of the stuff.
I tried to
have
write it.
questions I remember.
I tried to write.
You
almost
guys did
everything
go
down,
silent.
but yeah.
Don't worry about it. You can question him more, and he'll give you those same things again. There were some names and things there that might have been a little bit much. So you know that there's a continent northward of Caldania known as the Cold Lands. They have a god there named Irgard. There's a god here called Ava, which is what they call the elves here, or the Ava elves. It's a different race of elves than the high elves or wood elves, and they're the ones that specifically get the blessing of Ava to become diviners and fight the Mazgate.
But you said that I'm an Ava?
You were not. You were a high elf.
Okay.
And Rim will not be either. He'll be whatever elf you make him. Either
Right.
wood or high or whatever. The Ava elves are the
Drow.
people that you'll come in contact with. Maybe not Drow.
he's a
I might
albino.
have trouble making that work, but I mean, maybe could he have been genetically manipulated while in the shadow? I
He's
don't
just
know.
an albino drow.
Yeah. If I dumped too much lore on you guys, don't worry about it. We'll recap it as we go. I know you guys enjoyed a lore dump earlier, and I thought you guys could earn it or could deserve it here for what you've done so far. So that may influence you guys to move further north.
Oris wants to ask Fjorn if he's from the Cold Lands.
I guess I can message him. And then he
Oh,
can
is
answer
he
how he wants.
AFK? Oh, I see. I figured role play moment.
Oh, he doesn't know if he's from the.
I guess he also wonders if if the Cold Lands is Elven. I guess you can ask Blackfang that because he's wondering about the continent that the other group was planning to leave to. Because I think they said it was north. So, but I mean, there's nobody here to answer that question, so that's just sort of thinking aloud or wondering aloud because never dealt with getting the map charts, the sea charts, or actually finding out the specific
How do you
continent
spell
that they were
Cabal?
fleeing to. So
CABAL.
CABAL.
COBAL.
No
A.
O's. ABAL.
Oh, okay.
It's like cable, but cabal. Yeah.
I've seen it
it's
written
in the
before.
Discord
but
there.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. I actually noticed that I was getting some PMs as well. So, yeah, it's up to you guys to discuss that how you'd want. But
Yeah, I guess since Oris did ask me,
You can just say yes or no. Like it doesn't have to be,
yes,
or you can
Col-
just ignore me.
that's where I'm from. That is the god that we worship. So,
Which god?
Earguard?
dear God,
Your god. Oh, you worship a god?
yeah.
I didn't know you were religious.
he's a,
Well, all
he's a
of
zealot.
The tribes all worship. All the tribes in the north worship Eargard. So that's just we sacrifice to Eargard, and he gives us strength in battle. So
Sure does.
It's pretty cool. I never really was into many of the gods. I mean, there's a few elven gods that I know of, but I guess the village wasn't very religious, was it?
No, I did not even say what the church was worshiping to. I guess I could retcon it to be to Ava. But
I mean,
who cares?
whatever.
If you return, I'll figure it out.
It probably doesn't matter because yeah, it just seems like they weren't very.
They
There wasn't
weren't.
a lot
No,
of
it
worship,
was
right?
the. You know
It was
what? I'm not even gonna say
Christianity,
they did not worship Ava. It was simply for funeral rites.
Mm.
That was the idea. So they had like a generic, like non-denominational.
Oh
So-
wow!
Just because they knew people would be dying there, and they needed some way to give last rites to people, to any
Pay
elves,
respects.
even ones who didn't worship Ava. So they just have
Right.
like a generic graveyard.
Blessing or something.
So a level 1 cleric who hasn't who dropped out of seminary.
Well, she wasn't even a cleric. She wasn't even the original. Her parents ran it.
It was like the pastor's kid.
Yeah. She was just
Wow.
doing the job of like burying bodies at that point. Like she. Yeah, that town got
Great
rickety
leader.
wrecked. So.
Well, I think we should just keep going then.
Is Ram able to travel? Like, do we have to help him because
He
he's got
can-
the exhaustion?
I forget what exhaustion does. Does any of those reduce his movement speed?
I can grab. I think
Uh,
that maybe third level reduces.
And
First
right, remove
level
his-
disadvantage. I have it right in front of me.
Okay.
First level disadvantage on ability checks. Second level
Yes.
speed halved. Third level disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Fourth level hit point maximum halved.
Well, we don't need.
Fifth level speed reduced to 0. Sixth level death.
I mean, he
Each
might
level-
get into further levels if we
That's
don't give
true.
him rest.
If he doesn't rest, yeah, he will travel with you guys. You'll have to go slightly slower, not half, to like facilitate like him being over like walking with someone. But he will travel. Or you could leave him at the hovel. As far as you can tell, it's relatively safe there. There are no hags
Working
anymore.
him back here, I guess.
He will
could
travel
leave-
with you guys, though. It'll still be about a day's travel.
Let's
to the
take him
next-
with us.
Yeah, let's take him with us for now. I don't know. Maybe we'll find that maybe that coming back here is a good idea, but for now we don't know if that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take him with us, and
You guys
Or we
have
could
enough
spend
food, too, that if you ration it a little bit, because you had enough for this journey, if you rationed it a little bit, he can totally eat with you guys. Like, I would probably give him a meal right now. We'll just say he eats, and you guys still have enough food. You don't have enough food to, like, double your stay in the forest without foraging or something, but you have enough to give him.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah, I'll
find
give him
some.
food
We'll find
so
some more
he's-
owl bears.
Yeah, and you just eat the owl bears, possibly. Yeah.
Maybe
What kind of
maybe
owl bears?
Blandford will have better luck taming than.
You guys
Saucy
can
Mist
always like do stuff like forage and stuff if you really want, but food, we'll say food isn't really an issue for you guys right now, unless you do something that I'm not expecting. Then I will let you know that food then becomes an issue. But right now, it just sounds like you guys are traveling north.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. As you travel northward, who wants to be our eyes? I need one person. I think I did this for you guys before. One person is doing survival, one person is doing perception.
My perception is.
I'll
Plus
take perception.
Well, okay. I mean, as a DM, I should just let you guys do whatever you want. But I do remember us talking about potentially using the vision of something else that has advantage on its perception.
The owl thing, or the.
Oh right,
little-
thank you. I forgot about Squire. Yeah, I'll summon Squire and I'll have him fly up in the air and he can do the perception checks.
Yeah, his perception is going to be really good for you. So.
Well, I mean, I think he only has +3, but yeah, he has advantage.
but he has
Does any-
advantage on it. So I mean,
Is Blackfang still with us? And
Yeah.
I guess could we ask him to roll survival? I'm assuming none of us have
he
proficiency
does.
in
He
it,
does
so
respect you guys a lot more than when this journey began. But he's still gonna just like take lead and kind of let you guys do your own thing. He's navigating. He's not busy saving your butts. So he's expecting you guys to do your rolls.
I just rolled a survival, a
Okay.
terrible roll because nobody else was stepping up. So
It's okay. You can
I think
roll
you have the best survival
Uh,
anyways, so
yeah, I don't think any of
That
us are that
worked.
great.
my thing just froze.
Okay.
Oh, did that mean?
Does Squire have a character sheet?
No, he actually has the same perception as me, so I was just gonna roll mine.
I didn't hear you rolling, so.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
We're still
Um,
bragging.
Word.
Yeah, okay. Just because of the way that went down. What time is it? Okay.
20 minutes. Squire, you really need to clear your eyes out of all those sleeping leaders. Come on.
Yeah, the
Um,
forest
He's
is
always
thick.
sleeping in my pocket, and he's got those little eye crusties, and he doesn't let me clean them out.
Okay, we're gonna try to do this as quickly as possible.
Is it gonna be a combat?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm just
I
trying to
gotta
decide if
protect
I'm gonna
Rim the whole
immediately
time.
throw you
Food.
guys into initiative or not.
It's food for.
Oh god, we really
Rim.
need to level up, guys.
Yes.
Let's see.
6
I can just bring you
owlbears.
guys over here real quick. Boop. Just as a generic. It doesn't really matter. It'll be theater of the mind. So you guys are traveling along this path or whatever, and yeah, I'm not gonna make it too fancy because I don't. This doesn't need to be memorable, but it is gonna be a combat that's gonna wear you down a little bit. You guys get attacked, and we'll just roll initiative immediately.
Ooh. Okay.
Should Rim just go on my initiative? I'd probably just give him like my dagger or something.
Oh, Rim.
What?
Yeah, Rim. Don't have him in the combat. Pretend that he's being protected by somebody, and not-
Black Fang is babysitting.
Yeah. If you
Oh, no,
roll his
gotcha.
initiative, he will probably get killed. So don't just
Yeah,
say
I'll
he's
just have
not
him. I'll be
fighting,
like,
and unless I'm a dick, he'll be okay.
stand back. I'll give him my dagger just so he's like technically.
Blanford, May, Oris,
Get back, Rim.
Warren, and the enemy. They roll poorly, so this will probably go very quickly. Okay, so you guys are traveling along, and before you know it, you are being attacked by these weird glowing lights. They're kind of like bobbing lantern lights, and they kind of sometimes they wink out, and sometimes they come back again. And you know, you don't even think that they look that scary, but I'm gonna have to make one of them attack you, otherwise you won't know how to fight back. So there's one that's about 60 feet from everybody, and there's another that is on. Of course, I rolled the number that doesn't have a person. I'll do it.
This reminds me of that scene in Finding Nemo with the little thing. They're like, I want to touch it.
It's gonna be on May to start. So you're all gonna be. You didn't give me a marching order, so I'm just gonna say you're all kind of like in a grouped ball, about 10 feet from each other. This one's gonna be in melee with May, and the other is about 60 feet from everybody. Or let's make it 50 feet. And what it's gonna do.
Puff up and explode. It's not a bomb from Final Fantasy.
How does this work? As a bonus action. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. Oh, these things are not that scary. Okay, whatever. It's going to attempt to attack May with a melee attack. And it rolled, oh god, a 10. So you easily get out of the way as this thing, it kind of floats towards you, and then as you kind of move out of the way, you see it just like electricity zap off of it. It tried to like get you with a Pikachu attack.
Oh, great. I was about to use electricity against it, so that may not be good.
And that was its surprise round, so we'll go into regular combat rounds. So we have Blanford at the top of the round.
Okay, I'm going to attack the one that's far off with Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And say, You know, you can come closer. We won't bite too hard.
Mm. Don't worry,
That's
it's gonna close the gap very quickly.
That's a wisdom 13.
It makes it. Sorry,
Ah.
13's not great. Like I don't really like spells with DCs in the early levels. They kind of annoy me.
Yeah, it can kind of suck because
It sucks not having any. Like the other thing is, as a mechanic, it sucks not having control over your own fate. Like I like rolling and missing better than the DM rolling and then being told I failed to do anything.
yeah, I feel.
And that will do.
Okay. May, it is your turn.
I have no inspiration to give anybody.
So, this is they're all so okay, is say I cast something that's a 15-foot cube originating from me, would I be able to hit all of them?
No.
15 foot? No, it's 50 away from all of you.
Oh shoot, sorry.
One's
Wait, I thought
50 away from the group, and the other's on you. So you'd be able to hit your own teammates. There's only 2 of these whatever they are.
so there's one that's far and there's one that's right next to it.
Yes.
Okay. I was just for some reason I thought they were both closer. I guess I won't cast Thunderwave. Okay, let's just do Magic Missile.
Okay, go for it.
Because I'm having a feeling that lightning would not be smart, so they just tried to.
Try to zippity zap you.
10 force damage on this guy that just attacked me.
10 force damage. Oh, fum 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 fum. Yeah, the light flickers and dims as it gets hit. Brat. And it takes the 10 points of damage. And honestly, it already is starting to not look very good. I mean, it's a light, so you're not really sure how light can look like. It doesn't look good, but
We're
It's flickering.
adventurers. You can't fight us, you idiots.
It's flickering a little.
yeah. It looks like a Christmas tree bulb is kind of going out.
It's a little bit smaller.
Oris.
Just out of character, I think Oris left his bow staff in the Shadowfell because I dropped it on the one action. He didn't pick it up, but it's a kind of a like it's not a meaningful object or anything. It doesn't have any sentimental
If you
value.
want,
and
if
it's
you
pretty
want to
cheap.
have it gone,
so-
that's true. You can,
Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it because we were rushing to get out of there. So, and I'll just
Yeah.
I'll improvise a stick later on as a
yeah. It wouldn't be
cheap
hard
bow
for you to
staff
replace
later.
it. It's not magical,
exactly.
right?
It's a basic weapon.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got the bow anyways, so which is
Plus,
lots
you got
better.
those platinums.
And the whip. So
True.
Yeah.
Throw a couple
Um,
platinums,
We'll
get
worry
better.
about it when we get back. To
yeah,
town.
exactly. I'm not too worried, and we might as well play roll with it. So I'm gonna attack the one that's 50 feet away still with my bow.
Sounds good. Did you get the +1 working?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
A 17? No. 17 does not hit this thing. The light dances around and the arrow zips by it. These things, they got high armor class.
Wait,
Not a
do you-
lot of
wait,
hit points.
Do
High
you
armor.
only have +6? Shouldn't you have +7? Or wait, what's your dex?
It was +5.
Oh, okay.
Dex is 16, so +3, and then proficiency's 2, and then bow is
Yeah.
1.
Right.
I think you're used to like
You're +7 on your
a
fighter rolls.
min-maxed character taking the extra 2 dexterity at level 4.
No. Oh, yeah, like level 4 because I forgot because my intel. So I have
Yeah.
+6 for my spell attacks, but for
So
my
you're getting
melee.
+6 on stuff, and he's getting +5, and then it's yeah. Okay, so you missed. Is that the end of your turn?
I can move into range of the one on May and use flurry, unarmed strike.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Screw it. Flurry of blows. I'll use a key point.
Sounds good.
Nice.
And no to
Damn.
both.
Oh, you're swinging at this thing. Swing and a miss. Is it? You go to swing and it like goes dim, and then it moves while it's dim, but it just looks like it just disappears, and then it comes back, and it looks like it's Enzokins you a little. It's kind of frustrating because you just can't seem to connect with whatever this creature is. Fjorn, your turn.
What's the closest one to me? The one that's on May, probably.
Yeah.
So I guess it's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah, it is.
I guess I'll move up and attack.
Okay, go for it. I'm not gonna do any flanking on this because they're so small. You guys just.
I'll do
fight
a
this.
reckless attack on it.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's not working.
No, it's not gonna do it. You're just
God,
zipping right through this thing as it dancing around. I mean, it got hurt by those magic missiles, but now it's. If it made noises, it would be laughing at you, but it doesn't. It does not speak. It's their turn, so the one will zippity zap May again. Guzz. Oh, rolls a nat 1. What a stupid thing. So it does nothing. The other's gonna move in on Blandford because you tried to mockery it. I don't know. I guess it could go for Oris as well. Let's see. Yeah, I rolled a 50-50. It's gonna go for Oris actually. It's gonna get up nice and close and personal. You guys are basically a big ball of melee now. Rolls. Ooh, that's probably gonna hit. 23.
Yep. Probably should have specified before that I was going to try to flank if that was possible, but whatever, it's too late.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to take flanking out of the equation for this one. 'Cause
Cool.
It shouldn't be very quick. Or it shouldn't be that long of a fight. Wow! Okay. You were supposed to take 2
I love hearing
D8
that.
worth of damage. You know how much damage you took? You took 2 lightning damage.
I heard
Zap,
it
zap.
16.
I was expecting 16.
2
I was
zippy
expecting a 2
zaps.
also.
He just kind of came up and was like, "Bzzt," and just gave you a
Snake
little
eyes.
kiss. And yeah, that's the end of the enemy's turn. We're back at Blandford. You're about 10 to 15 feet away from the ball of melee that's going on with everybody else.
Okay. I don't have a lot of damaging. I don't have a lot of stuff that can actually damage people. Does anyone no? Isn't area of effect. I'm sorry.
You can do something that's just like Bane or something, but you could also just do Vicious Mockery or something like that. I mean, they don't seem to have a lot of hit points.
You know what? I'm gonna bane. The two of the
You
two of
can
them.
bane them both, yeah.
Oh.
What do
Charisma
they
saves.
need?
Charisma.
They need a
Charisma?
charisma 13.
Okay. The hurt one fails.
Okay.
The other one fails.
Okay. They each take a subtract a D4 each time they attack or make a saving throw.
Okay. Now all your future spells will be that much better. Phantasmal Force, baby! Then you find out that they're too stupid or something, and you can't actually Phantasmal Force them. Holy moly! Okay. I was trying to understand why their AC is so high, because they have 28 dexterity.
They're like a little ball of light, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
I was
28 dexterity.
yeah, +9 modifier. I didn't.
It's like butterflies.
That's crazy. Okay. Who's next? May,
Me?
is your turn. They're both
Alright,
baned,
okay.
one's hurt.
I guess I'll just hit the one. I'll just blast it with magic missile again.
Okay, yeah, go for it. 11 points of
11 this
damage.
time.
Yeah, it's not dead.
Damn it! Is it almost?
Very almost dead. Yeah, it's
God,
super
okay.
almost dead. As it takes the fum fum fum, it kind of supernovas a little, and it comes back, and it's just barely flickering. You can see like little zips of the electricity on it as it's almost like bleeding its own electricity. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Morris, your turn. Morris.
Morris Mini. I guess so. Sorry, both of them are in melee range now.
Yes. It's just a big ball of melee.
Okay.
You can either move back, and then I'll just say if one of them can hit you.
I can't use 2 bonus actions, can I? Like, I can't use a key point to disengage and then get my Kensei shot after I use the bow?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You get one bonus.
It's only a +1. I'm just going to unarmed strike the one that I tried to attack last time.
The really, really hurt one?
I don't know which one was
Sure.
which. Sure,
Yeah,
we'll say that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Give him the punches. Nope.
And no good. Flurry of blows, another key point.
A punchity punch, kickity kick. Oh man.
Come on.
It's hard to hit these guys.
Everything under 10
but when you
freaking
roll
dice.
8s and 10s, I mean, then I don't have... Their AC is kind of irrelevant.
8, 5, and 3.
If you were fighting zombies, all 3 of those would have hit.
Well, yeah, zombies are freaking 8.
Yeah, they have negative dexterity. They're so slow.
These things are like flies. Get the fly swatter.
Fjorn, you're up.
I'll attack the one that's not hurt, I guess.
All right. Because if he
Right.
hits, he wants to do a lot of damage. Got it.
The reckless attack.
Sounds good. Advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Nice
no,
good.
I mean, it's sting like a butterfly, float like a bee. That's not how it goes. Float like a butterfly, sting like a will-o'-the-wisp. That's what these are. You guys have slowly discerned what it's called as you fought it. They're gonna get their stingers out now. I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. So 1 on Oris, 1 on Fjorn. The one on Oris. Oh, 23 again. The one on Fjorn, 23 as well. Wow, they rolled a hit, that's for sure. Zippy zap. Fjorn takes 10 points of lightning damage. Boris takes... Oh, God. It's, 12 points of lightning damage. As you guys finally see that these things are dangerous, as they dish out...
So, I didn't hear how much I
How
took.
much damage?
I kind of forget. I think it was 10 damage to Fjorn and 12 to Oris. You guys are starting to take... The damage is starting to pile up. They got some big hits in there. Is everyone still standing?
Yeah.
Okay. Blanford, you're up.
Hold on, I need to. I'll be just a sec. I need to check. Nobody die on me.
Oris is the most hurt by far because he's been hit multiple times. One of the times was for 2 damage.
I am going to. Are both of the lights still up?
Yes, they're both alive.
Okay.
One
I'm
of them
going
is
to
on
use-
the door on death's door. The other is completely fresh.
Okay, I'm going to use vicious mockery on the one that is hurt.
Okay. And it has Bane, so it gets -4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not much. Nothing really. It's 2
So
points.
is that wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom. Okay. I don't even need to do the Bane. It fails and it dies.
Okay. That's a then that's an action. That's a cantrip. Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use healing word on Oris. I think is the one who's hurt.
Yeah.
That is 7 points,
Oh, there you go.
and I am out of spells.
Okay. I feel a long rest in our future.
Oris nods quickly in Blanford's direction.
May's like, what? You guys need to sleep?
What is this weird, like, human need to sleep? May, you're up.
Cool. I guess that's the last one. The magic missile again.
Magic missile again? Sounds good.
So wait, the other one's dead, right? That's
Yep, there's only one left.
nice.
12
12.
points of damage. Yeah, that one's looking hurt.
Man, I wish I could do more damage. Yep.
Yeah.
It is,
Thump, thump, thump. It's
He
looking
says
as bad as the last one was looking after the first magic missile.
the only one doing any damage.
Yeah,
I know. Like I feel bad. Like I wish I could do like an area of effect to kill it, but
yeah.
Better than me
Horus.
whipping 6 times, 7 times on 7 attacks. Let's go for more whiffs. The remaining one, I will unarmed strike.
come on, crit just one time.
Another sub 10 roll. Oh, that's an 11 roll, but still no good. And another key point for flurry of blows.
Foom, foom, foom.
Come on. Oh,
Nope.
Open them
Nope,
kicks.
17 already missed
17.
once, so-
No, that's not gonna do it.
damn.
Man, I picture you just like like you're just like
10
speed
whiffs.
bagging this thing, and it's just like it's not
like-
laughing. It doesn't make any noise, but it's
Like zipping all around like a little.
blipping at you.
Dex is Oris's thing, but like these things are inhuman.
Fjorn, you're up.
Guess I'll spend my second rage and reckless attack on him.
Sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
Boy,
Come on, just
boy.
one crit. All we
Alright.
need.
It's gonna get a quick
you know,
chance
above
to
a
hit one of
20.
you guys again. 1, 2, 4. It's gonna go for Fjorn. Rolled a hit. Rolled a what is that? 16? Does 16 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. You take 7 points of lightning damage, bzz, bzz, which will not be halved because you are not a totem barbarian. All right, Blanford, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to shoot my. Oh, I'm assuming that animal friendship isn't going to work. So I'm going to attack.
Oh my god.
I'm going
handling.
to attack with my hand crossbow,
Okay, go for it.
and I miss.
Okay, sweet.
That's
Next
a
up,
that's
May.
a 7.
it's your turn, May.
I guess I feel like we're all gonna need a rest. I'm gonna use this first level slot, and
Magic missile again.
magic missile for 10 damage.
That's enough. 22. We did the math on the last one. Foom, foom, foom. Boom. You got that last will-o-wisp. I'm going to, because there's like 10 seconds in the stream, I'm going to speed through what happens. So you guys find like a small yellow gem left behind by them. You don't know what it's worth. I'll say it's worth like 20 gold when you sell it somewhere. You guys can give that to whoever you want. And you continue traveling, and I just want to give you this before we part ways today. Let me just double check that I don't spoil anything. I'm pretty sure I can give this to you guys. Okay, sweet. So you guys come to a temple, and I know you guys will probably want to rest or whatever, but it's actually relatively early on in your journey. You're only like a few hours away from the hovel, so you can always choose to go back to the hovel, rest there for the night, and then come back to this temple to do exploring or what have you. The Black Fang recognizes that the temple is has some. He feels that the Shadowfell might come into play in this temple in some way, and that's the most he's going to give you before we end today. So you're at a cool temple. You can go back to the hovel to rest, or you could try to rest here, because I know you guys need that long rest now. Or you could continue traveling to try to find the town and then do stuff there, and then come back to the temple, however you want to do it. But yeah, this is the first dungeon, if you will, that you guys will be doing as a full party. So we'll deal with that next week.
What was the loot we got from the floating things?
It's 120 gold gem. You can split it up after you've sold it, or just one person can take 20 gold.
I just added it to my equipment
Yeah,
so I don't forget. But we
the gem.
can, I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
I mean, it was just a random like enemy encounter because you guys were
Yeah,
really
yeah,
poorly,
yeah,
but
yep.
I didn't want to give you nothing for fighting those things.
I mean, I basically killed them all, so.
You did everything.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you should get it.
I wrote it in the notes. Fjorn and Oris are utterly baffled by the enemies, but May's magic missiles save the day.
I was
Yeah, now
curious how
I'm
that-
like, oh, maybe we really do need another magic.
I whiffed literally 10 times in
I know
4
that's
rounds.
so. You guys just unfortunately
Yeah,
rolled
just- it
too
was
because
just,
you
like,
guys rolled
humorous.
a lot of attacks and.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly say good. We're just gonna close out for the stream. I hope anybody who stuck around is still watching had a good time, or if you watch this in the future, I hope you really enjoyed the stream. Quick goodbyes from anybody who wants to give it. We've got May up first.
Bye. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched or if you're watching this as video later, I hope you tune in next time.
We got Blanford now.
Bad. This is Blandford. Knit Fable. This is definitely Blandford.
We've got Fjorn,
Thanks for watching. See you next week, hopefully.
and we got Oris.
Fjorn stole my line. See you all next week. Hope to see you all next week.
Okay, awesome.